Hi there, and welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, the podcast that discusses the Disneyland Resort and the Disney IP in an enthusiastic, informative, and often humorous way. Show notes for this episode and every episode can be found on leavingtodaypodcast.com. If you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, please subscribe and leave a comment. Until then, thank you for listening and enjoy the show.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 67. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know you have very many Disney choices for podcasts, but and in fact, I can't think of any others, but thank you for tuning into ours because it means a lot to us. My name is Mark. I do not have a nickname, but people call me Mark still. To the left of me is the game changer herself, Jess.
Good evening.
Yeah. And to the right of me is the trail master of puppets looking dumbfounded.
I've been usurped.
It's Udi.
No.
You're
not
not
okay. You take it back.
Can you play it backwards?
Oh, no. I'm going to do you. Hi. That's how you do it.
No, it's hello. Or no, it's hi, guys.
No.
Hi, guys.
Do I have to cock my
You
head?
gotta turn your head.
No.
And the left that way was the wrong way. It's really this way.
Okay.
Good evening. Let me do it properly.
Okay.
So, yeah, if there's any confusion, Udi is here. And this is episode 67. Tonight, whatever, we're talking about 5 up and 3 down for Tomorrowland.
There's so much.
We had to solicit our listeners for this one, and we got quite a bit of feedback, so we're going to have some fun getting into that. Before that, though, we have some news. I think 101 is 101 tonight.
But we will have this day in Disney history.
Oh, you have a teaser.
I have to.
You have to.
You have to.
For Dan.
LTP therapy is the doctor office is closed tonight.
They went on vacation.
They're on vacation.
Okay, we're not open on the weekend.
No, but it is a weekend for us. It is a weekend. And let's see. We have some stuff to get through. It is the second quarter of 2018. Pixar Pier is half-baked, but still presenting as its full swing, I guess. There are some closures that we'll talk about going into Disneyland right now, but I'll cover that in the news. Less than a year away from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Before we get into all that, though, you know what? I just want to say it's been really cool. It's been really interesting last couple of days for us because with the show that we're doing, we just have this network of really, really cool people. And without it, we definitely wouldn't have been doing what we did last night and what we did today.
Absolutely.
So I'll talk about last night real quick.
Yeah.
Udi and I, and Jess was invited too, but she had stuff to do.
I'm sorry.
Again, she can hang out with a swill of the LTP.
Can't. I just. I didn't have my police escort. Okay.
Yeah,
So
you did not.
Like we couldn't. What was it? Secure her. Guarantee security for her. So
No,
like,
we couldn't. We
I can't
couldn't
go. We're
guarantee her safety.
We're going downtown. You know what happens when I go downtown?
Is that where it was?
Yeah, Midtown. Yeah.
I've never heard of the place before.
And neither had I. So Joey from the Disney Universe podcast had. And Team Bad or Bad.
I like it.
Yeah.
He's official. Did you know
Is
that?
he?
Yep.
That's awesome.
We haven't done our induction yet.
Oh, so this is a teaser.
No, we did. We announced them last show.
Okay.
But we have a ritual where we throw blank or CDs of bad movies at him. We haven't done that yet.
Seriously?
How fun.
You didn't do it to me.
No, because you're not part of the crew. You're not a permanent member. Joey is
So
now a
he's
member.
permanent, like every episode.
Like he's a member. He will be there every episode.
Oh. So
That's cool.
you throw CDs at him?
Well, it has to be bad movies. We have Skyline. We haven't picked out for him yet, though.
Oh. He just has to sit at a table and get stuff thrown at him?
Basically.
Yeah, see, with us, our initiation is we get like lunch meat thrown at us at the table.
Yeah.
So Jess had like lunch meat thrown at her. Mm-hmm. She had turkey, bologna.
I have salami in the fridge right now.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Because you're still hungry.
In fact, it was in the fridge. So anyways, where am I going with this? So anyways, Joey had a birthday party last night, and he invited us to come out and celebrate with him, and that was very kind and decent of him. We got to meet him. Well, we knew him, but we got to meet his sister and her boyfriend and some other friends, and it was really nice. Really nice time, and we wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for the show.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool. And then today, what did we do?
Oh, I get to talk?
Yeah, you get to talk.
Oh, wow.
You get to talk. I'm going to drink some wine. You get to talk.
Lunch meat thrown at me.
Yeah, okay.
Last episode, we had a contest, and the second place runner-up won. They had already won a previous contest, so they'd both already won stickers and things like that, so we had to come up with something different. So we came up with a meet and greet.
What? You mean their prize was to meet us?
Yeah.
The LTP.
That's a crazy prize to win.
I don't know.
Right?
I'd be like, are you sure you won?
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a win? I don't know.
So Aaron and Karina got to meet us. They're local.
Yeah.
And
Great people. Great people.
And they brought their little son.
Oh, yes.
So cute.
He's adorable.
And yeah, it was really neat to actually hang out and meet him. And it cracked me up because I loved how she threw him under the bus. If you notice, she totally threw him under the bus about like fangirling, like that he was going to get to meet us.
Yeah.
And she's like, he was so excited when he found out that we were going to get to meet you guys. And the poor guy's just like sitting there like,
is that true?
yeah.
It was funny. No, but it was great.
It was really good. And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
really, I don't know what the word I want to use. It was exciting.
Yeah, no.
To actually meet somebody to meet some people that.
Well, Patrick.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just look at Patrick differently now. Like Patrick's like family.
I know he's like the OG. So once you're like OG, you're like OG.
So I still get. Yeah, I get it. But like meeting him the first time, it was that feeling. But I don't know. Just like it's been a while since we've done that, and it's like meeting somebody that was. They're like, oh yeah, like it's so cool to like actually look at your face and like hear you talking instead of your voice coming out of a speaker.
Yeah.
Like it was just cool. It's
It's
different. You know,
weird.
It's weird. So it was really awesome, and they were so nice. And I definitely would like to have them on for a trip report.
We'll do that.
We're gonna do that. I mean, I'm with Mark. When people like they want to meet you, we're like, okay.
Why?
Okay.
Do I owe you money?
Sure. I mean, I know. I'm like, sure. I mean, I will meet anybody. I like meeting new people and
talking.
Oh yeah, and then I mean, just sitting down with people who are just as passionate as we are is always great.
Yeah.
I mean, and having a conversation, and we're talking about Disney and the different things that they like, and of course, Mark goes into reporter interviewer mode and starts asking a ton of questions, and I like, there's the reporter, so here come the questions, and but it was great. I mean, just very cool to meet good people, and I've said it before, Disney has a tendency to bring good people together, and I think that's one of the magic aspects of Disney, which we all appreciate, and it just gets proven over and over. I mean, look at, like I said, last night we went out and hung out with Joy, in which we would have never, probably chances are ever meeting Joy, such a great guy,
right? And we would never met him.
Slim to none, and then look at them, and then meeting them tonight, same thing. And like, how do you run across these people? And even if you run across them, do you even understand that you can have a commonality?
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, and so having that ability to meet these people and sit down and have a couple of drinks and just talk about what we love, I mean, it's fantastic. So I had a blast. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. And I'm sorry that we were the prize. But yeah, I mean,
I know. I should have brought him a bag of coffee.
Well, yeah.
But I failed to ask if they were fans of
coffee.
So when you hear this, send me a message. If you're fans of coffee, I will get you guys a bag of coffee. Like I will get you a bag of coffee to you.
Yeah.
From Expedition Roasters.
Expedition Roasters. So that would be pretty cool.
And 13 came along for the ride.
13 came along, which was cool. I know she was excited about that to do something like that. I told her, I was like, you've been on enough and talked to your name has dropped so much that
Yeah.
They know who
and
you
even
are.
they mentioned, 13. Okay, that's 13.
Yeah,
that's
she's
weird.
real.
Yep.
No, she's real. She's
There's
not.
13. Yep.
Yeah, again, it was very humbling just to sit there and listen to you guys talk about the show. And, I'm asking you questions. What do you like about it? What you don't like about it? Because I really am interested in what works and what
Yeah.
doesn't work for you guys. And they're all thumbs up. So thank you so much for that. We'll keep doing that for you guys.
So great to meet you
Yeah,
guys.
so thank you guys
Yeah.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We're going to do it again. So let's go to the news tonight. I should say, and now the news.
And now, the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Expedition Roasters Coffee, where they encourage you to brew your happy place. Hey now, if you're out in Anaheim, you're staying at the Howard Johnson, you can find their coffee at the Main Street Market Shop. So that's a very cool thing. But if you can't get out there, check them out on expeditionroasters.com, where they encourage you to brew your happy place.
Yeah, and I am really, 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 really excited for their limited blends coming out. The Pumpkin Spice King. I can't wait. I'm waiting on bated breath for that one.
Love the movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Love the flavor.
Okay.
Great combination.
Yep.
So make sure when you head over to checkout to enter the LTP20 discount code for 20% off your very first purchase.
That's Expedition Roasters Coffee, where they encourage you to brew your happy place. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is not a news item that I listed for you guys. It's something that I had thought about
He's trying to catch us off guard.
a little off guard, but I think you'll find this interesting.
Okay.
So I did a little snooping and some research, and since I love history, so in downtown Disney right now, we can agree. So they have closed down the segment between the Disneyland Hotel and Splitsville, basically, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's going to be remodeled for a hotel.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so we can also agree that this hotel is kind of like their plan B of what happened. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that, Jess?
I would.
What do you mean? What happened?
Because what got kiboshed, remember we lost a bet on?
The Eastern Gateway project, that was the number one thing for them to do. And then since they lost that, this hotel came up out of, seems to like vaporize out of nowhere. Okay, well, this is what we're going to do, as if they planned it all along. Which, do you believe that that's their alternate plan, right? It wasn't their main thing?
I think it was on the list.
Okay.
I think it was the next bombshell for us.
But it was going to be way down the
Correct.
line. Okay. But this was not what they wanted to focus
No.
their. Okay, good. So we're on that page. Okay, so with this opening in like 2 years, I found it kind of odd that we have not really seen much about this thing yet, or there's a name for it, or what exactly it's going to be doing.
It's Disneyland Hotel with 2 exclamation points.
Yeah, right. And we joke about it, but not to quote Star Wars, but I find the lack of information a bit disturbing. And then, so I just did a little snooping, and I remember, because I have that book on the Disneyland Hotel there's 2 of them from Don Ballard, and I had the earlier one. And in fact, when we were at the Disneyland Hotel last time, I went to the shop I was looking for it. Remember that?
Yep.
Could not find it.
Nope.
Anyways, I remember in the picture of how the layout used to be. So there was a Richfield gas station over there. Okay, so you're thinking, okay, that doesn't mean much to me at all about anything. Richfield used to be a sponsor of Autopia. You've never heard of Richfield. You have, actually. You know it today as Arco. Atlantic Richfield Co. That's Arco.
Oh, okay.
Did you know? Okay, so this is
Definitely not.
Okay,
I had no clue.
Groundbreaking news. Okay, so anyways, file that under and put that in your memory bank. So what happened is, and I found this article that came out recently, like last week. Okay, and the question is happened to be, what's the progress with the Disneyland Hotel? Okay, so I'm just going to read something to you guys, and I think your listeners might find this interesting, as I did. In late 1955, the Disneyland Hotel opened across the street from the exit from Disneyland's public parking lot on what was then West Street. Now that portion of West Street's gone. It's renamed something else. Just to the south of the hotel entrance was a Richfield service station. This was sited to take advantage of motorists leaving Disneyland at the end of the day. Richfield was also the sponsor of the Tomorrowland Autopia, as well as a show called The World Beneath Us. Okay, that's not what all that's interesting. Here is where it gets crazy. In the 1980s, Disney acquired the Disneyland Hotel. After the service station had been closed and the structure demolished in the mid-1970s, the area was incorporated into the hotel complex, but the entrance was still referred to as the Richfield Gate. For the 2001 resort expansion, that's when we got California, Grand California and all that kind of stuff, the area became part of the guest parking for the new Grand California Hotel across the street, with the grade separation to drop Disneyland Drive below the downtown Disney pedestrian mall. The old Richfield Gate was eliminated, and this was going to be redeveloped for hotel expansion. Okay, so what's going on right now? This brings us to the present and the situation that has delayed the demolition of the west end of downtown Disney. According to sources, during the course of routine work on the area near the former Richfield Gate, it was discovered that while the station had been demolished, the underground tanks had been left in place. The 60-year-old tanks, neglected for over 30 years, may have contaminated the soil and must be dealt with before any of the work can proceed. Okay, so you might be thinking, where's this Richfield Gate, where the gas station was? This is where it is. It's right behind. This is the AMC Theater.
Okay.
It's right there. So here's...
We walk over that all the time.
Well, ESPN Zone's right here.
Right.
So we walk through here in the parking lot.
Because, Shannon and I...
Where the parking lot is.
Yes.
Yep.
Back there.
Wait, parking lot. Hold on. Sorry.
So we're looking
Where
at a
the
map.
parking lot
I'm going to
is.
put this online.
This is the Lego store. The circular thing, right? That's the Lego store.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the AMC Theaters.
So that's the Lego. Oh, then that's the Lego store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to, because Shannon and I, when we go where we stay now, when
Yeah.
we do that, we walk, it's a 30-minute walk, but
Okay.
we walk the back way. So we walk this way and walk back this way, cut across behind the theater, cut across here, and then go to Goofy's.
Yep,
So
yep.
we literally walk right over this.
Yes, you
So
do.
the Grand's right here,
That's, yes.
right?
It is. Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. So
that's causing a problem.
yeah, but like in the 70s when it was closed and stuff, the best known method for dealing with that was just filling the tanks up with dirt
Yep.
and leaving them there.
Really?
Left.
Yep.
That's just what they didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, they cleaned them up and took
So
everything
they
out.
emptied
And
them.
yeah, and then they
Well, if
tried
they're
to...
empty, then
No,
what's the problem?
because I think the EPA report is saying, the EIR, the Environmental Impact Report, is probably saying there's some soil that needs to be dealt with,
Yep.
contaminated. So they can't really build.
How is it contaminated if they emptied it, though?
Rust, anything chemical. I
Yeah.
mean, they line it with different things for
So
there's
the
a lot
gasoline not to eat out?
Yeah. And
because
they probably
gasoline
weren't-
can be very corrosive too.
Yeah, and it probably wasn't
Yeah.
totally empty at that point. It's probably
It
just filled
could
up.
have and they may not. I mean, they may
So
not
they're
have
just going to
emptied
have to
it.
dig.
They're gonna have to dig and
That's
treat
really-
it and
Yeah,
deal with
probably
stuff.
remove the dirt and
and take samples and analyze samples. This stuff. So this clearly tells me that Disney was like, okay, we didn't win the Asian Gateway. Let's go ahead and put this thing up.
Yep.
And now they're screwed.
And now they're delayed.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
That's really going
It's
to
gonna
mess
be.
up
It's
my
gonna
walk.
be. Yeah.
So did you guys find that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting
Yeah.
that the Richfield gas station is causing trouble over there. So, but they'll do the right thing and make sure it's all clean.
They
They
have
will.
to. I mean, they will, but they have to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way around that.
Nah.
None whatsoever. I mean, look at what just happened with Monsanto, my favorite company.
What happened? I didn't.
They got slapped $298 million.
What?
They have to pay out because they proved that the weed killer gave a farmer cancer. So they got voted against. So $298 million.
To that one guy?
Yep.
Well, yeah,
So-
but he's got cancer, so it's not like he can enjoy it.
I know, but the point is, with something like that coming down, there's no way in the world that they will even take a chance.
No.
How is it going to affect you, though, if it's just the soil and they're going to build on top of it?
Well, you can't. You got to think about the environment. So if there's streams, water, things that we don't see,
Yeah.
you can feed into any of that.
But it's been doing it for 60 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's been their problem for 60 years.
Well, they didn't know that, and so it may not do anything, but they have to make sure now. Now that they know it's there, they
Yeah.
have to do something.
Yeah,
about it.
it has to be dealt with.
So they're saying they didn't know it was there before.
They probably forgot about it.
Yeah.
In fact, Disney. I don't think it's Disney's problem. Then they
No,
just,
it probably wasn't.
Not back then, but
No.
I mean, when they bought all that property, it
Yeah,
became
but
their problem, but they might not have
They
known.
may not have known.
But no, because again, the best known method in the 70s was, okay, let's fill those things up with dirt and bury it and forget about it.
Yep.
They had no idea what they were going to do with it.
So those could be anywhere, for all we know.
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, and
for
they
sure.
are anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Those are some massive tanks down there
Yeah,
too.
they're huge, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
and I don't know if actually moving said tank is going to disrupt the flow. It's because like those older buildings, when you move them or demo them, if they have that asbestos, you got to be clear of that stuff because that goes airborne and you can get sick. And so I don't know exactly what the chemical is down there that's causing trouble, but it's probably going to delay it. I would say 4 or 5 months of getting this stuff done.
I would not be
They're
surprised
really
at
going
the
to mess
minimum.
up the way we walk.
Yeah.
The way I know, right? Darn it. Okay.
That's my walk.
It's your wall.
Who cares about the environment? You're screwing up my walk.
I know, right?
Hashtag, yeah.
But
No, I'm kidding.
Hashtag
Yeah.
it's about me.
Totally kidding.
Oh,
All about
okay.
me. All about Jessica.
okay.
Just kidding.
The first news item, then, I guess, second news item. The Deluxe pass holders face a July 2019 blockout.
Wonder why.
Shocker.
I wonder what's going on.
Why?
I can tell you what's going on.
Is it Pixar Pier?
It is.
Is it?
It is. $300 get you in.
Would you have been pissed if you had spent $300 for that?
I wouldn't be. You couldn't pay me $300 to go do it.
I would have been furious.
No,
I would have been
if you go,
furious.
13, let's really go and do this because I'm really excited about it.
She wouldn't have let me.
Really?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. She wouldn't have let me. Thank God.
Okay, well, here's what's going on. In June, the Disneyland Resort introduced the park-specific blockout calendars for the annual passport program. Under the new calendars, Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure Park have separate schedules of blockout dates, and there are days, weeks, and even months where some pass holders can visit Disneyland California Adventure but are blocked out from visiting Disneyland. Sorry, I didn't finish that. This new blockout schedule applies to all Disneyland Resort annual pass holders purchased, renewed, or activated on or after June 2nd, 2018. Disney's original announcement included blockout calendars only through June 2019, which meant we could only look at 1 month's worth of dates to see how the change impacts the different passport levels. Last week, however, enter their scary music.
Dun dun dun.
Perfect. Disney quietly released the blockout calendar for July 2019. Shh, we're gonna do it quietly. And the anticipated opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. I didn't know they were doing that, and so this news article does bring up some new stuff. There's something called Galaxy's Edge.
Wait, what's that?
I don't know. It's by the edge of the galaxy. I have no idea. I don't know. The situation is worse. It is so much worse for Southern California and Southern California Select Passport. A SoCal Select Pass was valid at both parks on 4 days in June 2018 before the summer blockout season began. In 2019, the pass is valid at DCA on 3 days and is not valid at Disneyland at all.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Say what?
What? The Legacy Southern California Passport, which is no longer available for new purchase, was valid at both parks on 19 days in June this year. And next year of June, the pass is valid for 20 days at DCA, but not valid at Disneyland at all. So both parks for 19 days this year and only 20 days at DCA next year.
It's crazy.
So that is some crazy stuff. But I think they have to do this sort of thing to keep
They do.
the crowds at bay.
Well, you have to, like we've talked about it.
You know I get hyphy.
You totally hype.
Yeah, the people who need to be kind of put under control are
You
kind
be careful, Woody.
Our kind.
I got a bad feeling about this.
are the AP holders who go and they kind of, I mean,
The unruly.
yeah, there are that subsect of AP holders who think they are what word do I want to use?
Above the
Crazy?
law.
Above the others.
Oh,
This is my park. It's my park. I
Yeah.
grew up going here.
Yeah.
sounds like me.
Yeah. So I mean, thank God those are few, but yeah, they kind of, and then they complain about overcrowding, and we've said it before, like, but you're kind of one of the reasons why.
You are the reason why.
Hashtag ruin everything.
Here we go.
That's pretty much how it is, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It might help.
I don't know. Well, then you come into the conversation of cost versus value and everything else like that. So is
Yeah.
it even worth it for you
Is
to
that
get
something
one?
that I have to consider?
Well, not you. But
Well,
us.
you don't. You're above. You're above us. You're above the
Right.
LTP
The
swill.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you don't worry your pretty little head over it, okay?
Okay.
Did you renew your passport?
Yeah, mine's good for another
10 years.
10 years. No, probably.
Is yours passed out? I mean, blacked out next year, or is not?
Oh, let's find out.
Which one do you have, anyways?
I don't know. Not the expensive one, but
The one right below it, right?
Precisely.
There's 3. Well, actually,
so.
there's a fourth one which is really expensive, right?
Yeah. So mine is.
You get a free.
I have the signature passport.
Oh,
I have 13s on here too. Yeah, I have the signature passport.
the signature passport.
Mm-hmm.
So this is so this doesn't apply to you. This is the deluxe.
This does not apply to us.
Yes. This is the passport that if Udi and I could only dream of getting, the very lowest rung.
That's the one we would do.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're not blocked out. Yeah, we're not blocked out next year.
Okay.
Well, lucky you.
Lucky you. Okay, well, yeah, I think they have to do it to get it going. To get
I still have to pay it.
Yes. Okay. Next news item is post-Pixar Fest entertainment. The entertainment schedule updated last week gives us a look at the offerings at the Disneyland Resort in the post-Pixar Fest period after Labor Day. That's September 3rd is when it's scheduled to close. At Disneyland, the Pixar Play Parade. That's a lot of P's going on. Ooh, a little live feed. Oh, no, not. It will remain on Main Street, USA for the time being. Okay, with one performance most Monday through Thursday afternoons and two performances each Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Fantasmic will move to a weekend-only schedule, dark Monday through Thursday. And Disney is taking advantage of those weekday breaks to perform maintenance on the sailing ship Columbia September 10th through 13th. What?
Nothing. I'm out of control right now. That's pretty much it. You're like you're thinking Fantasmic, and I'm thinking the Spanish intro. And so you said Fantasmic, and my first reaction was Fantasmic.
Fantasmical.
I'm out of control.
How do they say it in Spanish, Rudy?
No, he just
Fantasmic.
says Fantasmic, but you gotta tick. It's gotta get.
Say it in like an accent, though.
No, it's fantastic.
No, it's not. Make it better.
No.
Make it better. Make it authentic.
No.
Okay, say like burrito.
I am not.
He says, like,
I am not
fantasmic.
a training monkey.
No,
a training monkey.
say burrito. Like
Burrito.
See?
No, it's burrito.
It's burrito, but
Oh, is it tortilla too?
no, it's
hold on.
tortilla.
Thank you. Tortilla. Fantasmic.
Mark had to make sure.
It's fantasmic.
That's how he says it. Fantasmic.
So if I say burrito, you say it your fancy way.
Burrito.
Oh,
If I say tomato, you say.
Tomato.
okay.
Tomato.
Okay.
It's tomate.
Sorry, we're getting totally sidetracked. All right. So again,
It's kind of late. That's why.
on Friday, September 7th, the Remember Dreams May Come True fireworks show
no. They changed the
returns to
name?
the skies above Disneyland. The show, originally created for Disneyland's 50th anniversary and brought back in 2017, has been on hiatus since Pixar Fest began in April. Over at DCA, the Paint the Night Parades continues nightly performances for the foreseeable future. Disney has not announced plans to relocate or repurpose the other A Bug's Land rides, which include Tuck and Roll's Dive and Buggies,
The garbage.
Heimlich's Choo Choo Train, and Francis
Trash
Ladybug
compactor.
Boogie. It's said to be a Bug Theater closed earlier this year for preliminary work on a new land. Okay. Permits. Disney has filed the first permits to prepare the former Maliboomer attraction site for the pending relocation of Flix Flowers after A Bug's Land closes on the 4th of September. The ride will get a new inside-out theme and reopen in Pixar Pier in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that going on. Here's a list of closures current as of August 11th. Tomorrowland Theater closed. Following the closure of the Ant-Man and the Wasp preview, no announced replacement, and it's unclear if Star Wars Path of Jedi will return. I hope it does not.
Probably won't.
Matterhorn bobsleds, those crazy little sleds, we closed for refurbishment July 30th. Reopening
Again?
Reopening date
Unknown.
But after September 16th. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room closes for refurb on August 5th. Reopening date unknown, but after the 16th of September.
Yep.
Space Mountain closes. He closed last week and will open.
Well, they have to redo it.
Yeah, it'll.
Themey thing.
Yeah, it is also going to close September 6th to install the Ghost Galaxy overlay. Reopens this September 7th. Haunted Mansion closed for refurbishment August 20th. Reopens September 7th. Gosh, the holidays are coming fast.
Crazy.
The Sailing Ship Columbia closed for refurbishment September 10th through the 13th. And Fantasmical. No performances. Okay, that's good. That's all I need to say. No, they're not doing anything the September 10th through 13th because of the Sailing Ship Columbia, but they're going to be going weekend nights only, which I think is good. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give those poor monkeys a rest. Mm-hmm. There's just... What?
Not my monkeys.
I love my monkeys. They just made coasters, and they're definitely on one of the coasters.
Were they?
Yeah, but it's the new monkeys, not the old monkeys.
Oh.
Because I couldn't get a good picture.
Are the old monkeys?
Why is everything in caps? It's really upsetting.
So
We're getting on hits on Instagram all of a sudden.
It's Aaron and Karina. They both sent us messages.
And Joey.
And Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah. Did you? And then I'm gonna throw.
What other news?
I'm gonna throw one last news item in. Well, it's more of a commentary, and it has to do with it. Yeah, James Gunn will probably never be hired by Disney again, especially after certain things that came out this week.
Really?
Oh, I didn't see what happened. Did he?
I don't want. I sent it to Joey.
And
I said, "Hey, do you see this article?" And it's like, "Holy crap!" So, yeah.
Okay, so does he did the right thing then?
Oh, they totally now as it goes deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, holy crap! Like,
okay.
I'll show you guys later. I really don't want to bring it up on the show.
Then don't.
Okay,
that makes sense.
I found it very gross.
Oh, yeah, then they should definitely cut ties with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I found it very gross and disturbing. And once I show it to you, Mark, I think you're gonna be like, "What?" And so would Jess. But
okay, we'll stop there because I don't want to get.
We're gonna leave it there. But yeah,
okay.
I'm just sitting here going. I agreed with their decision last episode, and I quadruple agree with it now.
Okay.
Just felt like I had to say that. I don't know why, but hey.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, so since this is episode number 67, we got to talk about what happened in 1967. This marked the first year that Disneyland and the Disney Company had to adjust to not having Walt Disney around since he died December of 1966.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still weird to say that. And I'll just say that I found it very odd coming out of the Disney Family Museum, that last gallery, how it just sort of set everyone back a few levels.
It has to, because that's what really happened.
Yeah, that is what happened,
so
yeah.
it has to take you from, because you go in and you've got, it's like, you don't go in, you don't go into the museum, you go in excited, but you don't go in and you start like looking at his baby pictures and his birth certificate and the ambulance that he drove. You don't go in with that full heart, like that feeling of joy that he brought people. And then as you continue on through the museum, it like builds. And it starts to build and it builds, and then you get to that room and you see Disneyland, and it's just like this overwhelming feeling, and just it just hits you, like the passion that he had, and it really hits you really, really hard. That's the best way I can explain it. And then you turn the corner and they hit you, because that's what happened. That's how it happened. When he died, it hit the world, and it was a shock, and it brought everything down, and it just kind of, when you turn that corner and you see that, it takes you from where you were and that joy and that happiness, and it just fills you with an overwhelming sadness and an overwhelming feeling of heartbreak. And that's what they do, and that's what they want to do, because that was the feeling that people had, and that's the best way that I can describe it, at least. Yeah.
No, you're right. That's well said.
Oh God, that poor man.
No, I agree. I mean, and if you ever have a chance to go, we've said it before, go. I'm glad we have, and
we'll go with you guys.
Yeah, we're overdue again. We were talking about that.
With you guys.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, that we need to plan, and
we need to plan it.
Let's plan it.
Yeah.
We need to plan it with
Michael Bowling.
Michael Bowling.
Yes, Michael Bowling, for sure. Michael Bowling.
But if you guys have a chance to go, I think that is one of the things that really kind of drives home how they do it, like Jess was describing. The build up to everything he did, and having a full understanding that he was much more than just Disneyland. That could have been enough. That could have been more than enough for everybody. And a lot of people nowadays, unfortunately, because of the way people are, unfortunately, sometimes they forget their history, and they don't even realize how much he did. Like, how much he really, really did. And, and then for the way that museum is set up is just perfect. And then you have that.
His daughter did a very nice job.
Oh, yeah.
She did a very nice job.
Out of love, too. Yeah.
And then, the way it finishes, I mean, like, I think we said it when we did our report. We all kind of each went to our own corner.
We really did. We all separated.
We all separated
all
out.
Of us.
Yeah, we were all together for most of it, and then when we got to the end where they're basically talking about when he passed and how the world reacted, we all each kind of.
We all kind of, we did it unconsciously.
Yeah, we all found our own little quiet corner to kind of do what we had to do.
Yeah.
And I think if you have a chance, go do that because it is very. It became very contemplative. It made you think a lot about a lot of things. It made me think about a lot of things, like and it was fantastic. So and then I don't know. I can go on and on about it, but yeah, it was just good and go if you can, and like just we will go with you.
Oh no, we will totally go with you.
Go. Okay.
And that would be great. And when you're done with this, I have a question for both of you.
Okay. I've got a few more things from 1967.
Okay.
March 18th, Pirates of the Caribbean officially opens at Disneyland.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Also brought about the addition of the Blue Bayou Restaurant in New Orleans Square. Again, game changing in the world of themed entertainment. Still, to me, in 2018, blown away by the whole concept of what they've done and how they did it. And it still blows me away. Okay, July 2nd, the People Mover, Rocket Jets, and Carousel of Progress opens at Disneyland as part of the park's new Tomorrowland. We should talk about that land sometime.
Hey.
Yeah, August 5th, Adventure Through Inner Space opens. That's sponsored by Monsanto, by the way. Opens at Disneyland.
I know.
April 21st, 16-year-old Ricky Lee Yama dies trying to jump between two cars on the People Mover. So it only took a month and a half for someone to die on it. That's interesting. Anyways, and sadly, 1967 was the last summer for mermaids in the submarine lagoon.
I loved those. Those
I did like
mermaids were
those,
great,
yeah, yep.
but they had to get rid of them.
Because people would jump in and try to get them.
Try to swim to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the question? And actually, that is the news.
That was the news?
That's all we had tonight.
Did you guys see the trailer for the Jungle Cruise?
No.
With,
Well,
not the trailer,
were they talking?
but The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, The
Talking.
Rock and Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, just The Rock.
No.
No.
You didn't see, they did it's just this quick snippet, and I'll play the audio for you right now of it with him. I posted it on our Facebook, and I said, love the shout out to Walt. We can't wait for this movie because I'm super pumped for this movie.
Oh,
Really?
What?
The Jungle Cruise, The Rock is playing a skipper. They're making a movie.
I know, but that's not what I'm shocked
No,
about.
I'm shocked that you're pumped for the movie.
I'm shocked you're pumped.
Oh,
for
I'm
it.
super pumped. I love The Rock.
Well,
And so
I
I don't,
didn't know that.
I don't. Oh God, I love.
You know how many T-shirts I have? I have a ton of his Under
I love
Armour
him.
T-shirts.
But
You do?
anyways,
I
he
do.
did. Here, I'll play.
Is that? Did you see the Grunt style stuff?
No.
Oh.
Under Armour.
Oh, okay.
I like the shout out to Walt. Mind you, this is why.
Oh, I thought you said he did a shout out to the LTP.
No, he did, but it was Walt's name. He kind of mumbles it, but it's okay.
LTP.
But here.
This movie has been years in the making, and from the bottom of my heart, I'm so honored. We are all so honored to bring this rich story and movie to life for all of you guys around the world. Now check this out. In 1955, Walt Disney imagined and designed and created the very first Jungle Cruise ride. And how about this? Walt Disney himself was the very first skipper for the very first Jungle Cruise ride. It is with great honor and reverence that I get an opportunity to play this role, and we can show you guys this story. Walt, this one is for you, buddy. And world, get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Welcome to Jungle Cruise.
Right? I was
like-
like, thank you.
Well done, Rock.
Right?
Good
And
job,
then-
Dwayne. Good
Dwayne
job,
Johnson.
Dwayne.
I'll show you the video at the end.
Okay.
I posted it on Facebook, or our Facebook, but they pan out and it's the movie set already. They're in Hawaii. That's where they're doing
Right.
it.
Okay.
So it's going to be, I think it's going to be good. I don't think they can screw this up because
Okay.
there's no book after it. There's no movie. There's no storyline. They have nothing that they cannot screw this movie up.
Well, okay.
I don't think they screwed
I've got a
Pirates
couple
up.
comments about this.
Well, I thought the same thing about Star Wars, and look what they did. So,
But Star Wars is a movie, and they're trying to continue on with a storyline and take it somewhere. This is something that's completely new, and they haven't started.
Okay, so I'm not arguing. All I'm trying to say is, pirates. They've been chasing pirates.
I love the Pirates movie.
No, I know, I do too. Don't get me wrong, I do too. But they've been
Haunted
chasing.
Mansion
I love that movie.
with Eddie Murphy.
But okay, but it didn't go
I
anywhere.
love that movie. And that's okay. And that's what
Tomorrow-
I'm hoping for this does. I'm hoping it's one and done and
They-
does
they're-
not go anywhere.
That's not what they're looking for, though. Guaranteed,
Care
that's not what they're looking for. Okay.
Pop some popcorn right now. Here we go.
I'm so excited for this.
Well, no, and I am too. But they're every day now. every movie, it's a franchise. They're looking for franchises. They're looking for the cash cow to come
the
again.
Jungle Cruise
and
1,
again.
the Jungle Cruise 2.
What do they say about pirates?
I hope they make 6 more.
Okay, well, they're going to make another one.
I know, but I like it.
Okay.
But I like it. But anyways, I don't know. I'm super pumped about this movie. It doesn't come out for a couple years.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they literally, they just started filming.
Yep.
But I'm really
So
pumped
did-
about it just
so
because
did
it's
Star
The
Wars.
Rock, and I think that he does a good job. And
No, as a whole,
as
a whole, I agree. I like most
And
of
he's
everything
done
he's
another Disney movie before, so he knows how they work and he knows what they expect.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be good.
Okay.
But I really liked
and
Walt's. I liked Walt's shout out. That made me happy that he did that and said, like, this one's for you, buddy.
Because
like,
that tells
he
me
takes it.
the mind, his mind is in the right place.
And that's
Because-
what I'm
yeah.
hoping for. He's hoping.
Because if they do it with okay, we were talking about I was talking with Joey last night, and this is you're going to see. I'm going to bring it around.
Okay.
When Dave Filoni, who did Clone Wars and does Star Wars Rebels, or did, he was talking, and when he went off into Rebels, his mentality was, well, what would George do? He worked with George with the Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. So when you look at Rebels, I mean, and you enjoy the show, I
Yeah.
enjoy the hell out of that show. By far the best Star Wars content that has come out in a decade. Okay? It beats both the movies. I mean, Last Jedi, hands down, not even a contender. Force Awakens, pretty good, but even that is good. Even that is not as good as Rebels. But the reason why I think it's good is because they went and he had his mentality. His entire creative team was, okay, well, let's look at the situation. Look at the storytelling. What would George do? Mm-hmm. They kept true to the creator. So if they do that with this, which that video gives me hope that they are, then you're right, Jess. Then they can't screw it up. If they constantly go back, okay, well, what do you think Walt would want to do? What do you think Walt's mind or how the story would develop if Walt was here? Mm-hmm. If they can do that and maintain that through the whole production, all the way through till release, then they can't go wrong. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, and I'm super pumped for it too. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they stay true. And the fact that he brought that up, and that's what they're saying, tells me
he's in the right place.
It gives me a sign that their entire production team is in the right place. Unlike
it's gonna be good.
Unlike Last Jedi.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good.
Oh, we got our.
Okay, I did have a couple of comments though. I appreciate his enthusiasm for that, and the shout out to Walt. But again, I don't want to be the curmudgeon here, but it's a very big misconception to think that Walt Disney sat there and designed and did everything for the Jungle Cruise.
No.
Which is what he said, though.
Well, he said he did design. He thought like
He said we need a Jungle Cruise ride because we have these things called true life adventures that we go out into the African veldt and film stuff, and we need to bring that to life. And it was loosely based on the African Queen movie too, with Audrey Hepburn. Too. So that's where those boats come from.
Yeah.
But again.
And then he wanted.
Yeah, but other Imagineers did a lot of the design.
Well,
okay, I just want to make that clear that he wasn't like, okay, this is what we're doing. And then.
But he was the first skipper.
That is true. So.
Yeah, that's it.
So the question though I have for you guys is: do you think we're ever going to see an original IP attraction built from Disney?
No.
Not now.
Never again.
Never again?
Nope.
God, I hope we do something with
Florida's getting Tron.
Did you see those billboards?
In 2 years.
It says like now programming.
Yeah,
I saw that. I love that.
They're getting. I think it's in like 2 years. I think
2021.
Okay, so yeah.
So the year after we
2.5
go.
years. Oh, really?
Yes.
Bummer. It's okay. You'll just wait for ours. But yeah, this is the set. Just cut this out. But yeah, that's the set.
Okay, so what we're looking at right now is the video feed from that audio we just saw, and after The Rock had just said something, it pans out to this massive set that looks like the Jungle Cruise being redone, and it's very, very impressive.
Hawaii.
And we're gonna put some links.
Is Emily Blunt in it too?
Yeah.
Isn't that Emily Blunt?
Yeah.
Let me see. So she's Mary Poppins and now this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
I love Emily Blunt. I love her. One of the best.
Weren't they just in? Wasn't she in? She wasn't in the Winnie the Pooh movie and Christopher Robin, right?
But she was in that movie that I liked about the cartel. with
Was it a Disney movie?
Benicio del Toro. That wasn't her?
No, that was Sicario. No, that is Sicario.
But that wasn't her?
No, that was her. But
Oh.
I was joking about
Yeah.
being
Oh, no,
a Disney
that was a
movie.
really good movie. I like that kind. Anyways, we're getting off tangent the topic. Anyways, so you don't think there's going to be any more IP?
I don't think so. I don't think they have it in them.
Oh, they have it in them.
Well, okay.
Okay, let me change it.
No.
I think they're lazy.
They're lazy.
Okay, so that is where I'm with Jess.
I think they're
think creatively they have people in house,
Well, of course they do.
but it's a matter if they have the driver to get it done,
They don't.
and that's where they don't. That's where Walt, and we've said it before. That's why Walt was such an incredible force because he drove. He didn't do everything clearly, but he drove. He directed and drove, and he kept the drive going to get it done. You don't have that now.
No.
They
You
don't.
really don't. It is such a monster and a beast of a company now. That
It's
you,
almost a bad thing.
yeah, and in my opinion, it is a bad thing because
I'm
of that.
opening another bottle. Don't worry.
Because you cannot drive. It's difficult to drive it. So if they had somebody in charge of the property with full autonomy with that drive and vision, then yes, they could.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, no, I
Well,
get you.
no, I agree. And
But they need one. They need one for Tomorrowland.
I was
We're
just
going to
gonna
talk
say
about
that
it. They
same thing.
need one for Tomorrowland badly. Badly. Go ahead.
yes.
I'll do it.
Okay. Can you drive it? I think we...
Is it a stick?
Yeah, there's a clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that is what's lacking right now.
Yeah.
The fact that they don't have an all-over driving force to push it in that direction. They have parceled off things into different companies and different entities, and if they don't pick the right person to do that and develop properly,
They're hosed.
they're done.
Yeah.
And that is what's lacking, in my opinion. So, even if they had a really good idea for an IP, which again, Tomorrowland, and I've been saying it, that's what Tomorrowland needs to ground it and revitalize it. They need a standalone IP that can push it.
Yeah.
Then it's never going to get good. So,
No.
Yeah.
They have the opportunity in Tomorrowland to do
They
it.
do.
But
They absolutely do.
and they should. I mean, I go back to those earlier shows we had where you brought that up, where they could have like a brand new character, a brand new theme, where you have like a mission to Mars. And, yeah, I would love that. But if I'm shaking my magic 8-ball, I think what we're going to see is it's going to be Tron. That's going to be the drive.
It's coming. It's coming.
And, here's...
It's-
Oh,
okay.
Jax is giving us is that an LTP guarantee?
I guarantee it.
No,
Oh.
I'm
I guarantee that attraction will be in our park.
But you know what?
Not
you,
in DCA.
But you said it's the footprint isn't big enough for that here.
And they're gonna get. I'm not saying they're not gonna get rid of stuff.
They're going to blow it.
It will be in
Okay.
our park. I guarantee it. Within the next 10 years, we will have Tron.
Okay.
By the time I am 40, that ride will be there.
I am 1,000% in agreement with you.
It'll be
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and it's
They're
gonna
gonna-
be where Innovations is.
That's
That's going to be part of it. Yeah.
They're gonna take that building down.
Yeah.
Oh, they
They're
have
gonna
to.
tear
Oh, they
that
have to,
apart, which
yeah.
is really upsets me because it's a historical point. I love
True, what was in
I
there, yeah.
love it, but I think they're gonna get rid of it, and they're gonna get rid of it, and it could basically go up and like past space because space is so far pushed back. But they're gonna get rid of Star Tours. It's going to be gone. Star Tours is going to be gone, so they're going to have that space and that room to where they can use that
Buzz
as the
Lightyear.
building.
And Buzz.
Well, they won't need that because then they'd have to. That's too big. You wouldn't have a pathway, because that building's going to be there.
You're going to be going over that pathway. We're going to have the ride going over people.
But if you know how that ride, looks,
I don't.
it can't.
Not really.
It can't. Like it's a building. Like if it was physically Shanghai. You walk in, you walk her up, you go in to a building like space, and you go through the queue, and you load up, and so the building's here, and you're loading, and your train comes around, and it shoots you off, so it shoots you away from the building. You go out, up, and over this big embankment, and then you come back down, and then it puts you back to where you were in the building. So you have to come back around. So you have to look at Innovations is going to be where it's going to be. That's going to be the building. They're going to shoot you off this way. You're going to come up an embankment, come back around, and go back into that building and be still tucked away in this corner.
Okay.
Mark my words.
Okay.
Okay.
Left side, Tomorrowland.
Okay.
10 years.
Okay. Gotcha.
Goodbye,
But,
Innovations.
but
Among other things.
well, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a lot of stuff's going to go.
Well, and I would be good with Tron. The thing is, though, it'll revitalize the land for sure. Is it a long-term fix? No, I don't think so. But it does fit, or it does fix the immediate need to do something. I think it's a little bit short-sighted, but we shall see. I'm excited for it, though. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so with all this Tomorrowland talk makes me think we should probably delve into our feature presentation because one-on-one with Jess is one-on-one tonight, so please enjoy the other attractions at the LTP.
But I'm working on a new game, so it's going to be really exciting.
Are you going to do your this day?
Oh, this day in Disneyland history.
Can I? But you don't have to play my stuff, but I'm still going to do it for Dan.
All right.
Because this day Disney history, I do for Dan.
Oh, well, that's
pretty much how it works.
Okay.
So hang on, let me pull it up. But yes, this new game came from one of Brad's coworkers who I just found out there is about 10 of them, if not more, that actually subscribed and listened to us because he told them. And it just blew me away.
What?
And he goes, yeah, and he's like, and John gives me suggestions about things that you should do for your 101s. And I go, why don't you ever tell me? I'll do them.
Jeez.
So this next game I'm coming up with is from his coworker.
What
John.
is the third track on the extended Pocahontas reissue CD?
Pretty much.
Okay.
No. Do you want to kind of know?
No,
I don't want to tell you what it is
do not.
because then you'll be able to study.
Yes,
so
I don't want to
that's
study.
a key right there. Study. So what's today's date?
Today is the 11th, I believe.
Of July.
August.
Oh.
A little behind.
Okay.
It was a joke. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Stop it, Udi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired of you. All right, here we go.
Feeling is mutual.
All right, so today, which would be August 11th, we just discussed, we're going to go back to 1941. Walt Disney, his wife Lillian, and a group of Disney artists, later nicknamed El Grupo, departed California on a goodwill tour of South America.
Oh, yeah.
They will spend a few days in Miami Beach before heading to Rio de Janeiro to begin their 10-week trip.
Okay. That's it?
That's the one I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want one more.
I don't know. Do we need one more?
Yes.
Why not?
One more.
Okay.
You're crazy loco.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, this day in Disney history, August 11th, 2014. Go, take a guess.
2014?
2014.
Frozen was released.
Frozen was released.
Oh, God.
Is it an attraction?
No.
Or, no, it wouldn't be an attraction. Is it a Disneyland thing?
No. It's a Disney thing.
They purchased Star Wars?
No.
No, that was...
4 years ago?
No, it was more than that.
Oh.
So it was 4 years ago, was this? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Get the tissues. Robin Williams passed away.
Oh, jeez.
Can you believe that? 4 years ago.
Really?
Actor-comedian Robin Williams passes away at his home in Paradise City, California. He is 63, known to Disney fans as the voice of the Blue Genie of the Lamp in Disney's 1992 Aladdin. He was also the voice of the Timekeeper in the 1992 From Time to Time, which played in the Disney World attraction, The Timekeeper. His role as the Genie, which earned him a Saturn Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, was instrumental in establishing the importance of star power in voice actor casting. Williams also starred in Disney's 1997 live-action film Flubber and the 2009 comedy Old Dogs. The same year, he was inducted as a Disney legend.
Oh. Missed that guy.
I know. Can you believe that? It's been
I
4
can't
years. I
believe
remember when that happened. I was at work. Mm-hmm. I remember that feeling and just being so shocked and just so not overwhelmed. Just the feeling was just overpowering of somebody like that just being gone.
Right.
For something like that.
Oh. Okay, well, the only way to make that better is to talk about Tomorrowland.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, which leads us to our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, so tonight we are talking about our 5 must-see things, 5 things we like about Tomorrowland, and 3 things that you should avoid on your next visit or things we just don't really care for. So we're going to go round robin the crew here, and then we had a lot of feedback from listeners. So we will read those on the air and dissect this and discuss them. Did I say that right? Dissect and discuss them.
I'm
yeah.
good with that, yeah.
Okay. All right. So who goes first tonight?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Are we doing bad first?
We're doing good.
Things I have to do.
Things that you think are important that
We always start off with a
you know
good-
how the thing is, it's either hey, we're going to Disneyland, I haven't been in a while, we're gonna go, should we check out
That's right.
Tomorrowland,
That's right.
or just things you like personally.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Space Mountain.
You don't even have a list. You just come up off the top of your head.
No, I just know that it's Tomorrowland and there's not going to be a list.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, Space
no,
Mountain.
Space Mountain.
Okay.
I mean, that's literally the only attraction that I go into that land for.
Okay.
There's absolutely no other reason for me to go through that land unless it's to cut through Tomorrowland just to get to Matterhorn.
This is gonna be a short topic then.
It's
Okay.
going to be a very short topic. That is I never go in order, but that is my number one.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I'm next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing I had written down. I have no order.
Star Tours.
And I wrote them. These are things I think are important. It's the Finding Nemo submarine voyage. Okay. Now I don't particularly like Finding Nemo.
Do you get claustrophobic?
No, that isn't it at all. Even though going in through that porthole is kind of hard.
Is it?
It's small. You got to go down that spiral staircase
Yeah.
and go in there. And I'm fine, but and I don't really like Finding Nemo stuff. I really I don't. But I think that I mean this is I think the last park with any sort of submarine. And I know SeaWorld just, no pun intended, launched a fleet this summer.
Did they?
They did, but there's not to the scale of this.
Okay.
SeaWorld San Diego, I should say.
Is there another SeaWorld?
Oh, wait a minute. Or did it? It may have been Legoland. I think it was.
I think it's Legoland.
Okay, yeah, I'm
I think
sorry.
it's Legoland that did the submarines.
Okay, so they're doing something similar, but not as quite. Again, no pun intended, to the depth of
Wah, wah.
of what Disneyland is doing, and I think it's important because kids, again, this age, growing up, if you're a young kid, you will not get any other chance to go on a flipping submarine.
You won't. Like, where
are you gonna go on a submarine?
else are you going to do that? Yeah, where are you going to go do that?
So can I ask if
No.
they change? Okay.
Go ahead.
If they changed the theme,
Yes.
would you be more entailed to go on it?
And I would, because in fact I wrote retheme this attraction. Exactly what I wrote. Yeah, if they did something else,
Like back to the original.
back to the original one. Yeah, well, there's like a storyline.
But it
and
was so boring.
do you remember the old storyline?
I'm young, but I'm not that young.
No,
I mean,
it was.
but I just
you on a
feel like
mission to the
it
South
looked
Pole,
Yeah.
and there's trouble.
South Pole.
Yeah, remember you'd go and then you'd go
No.
the ice and no?
Nope.
What are you talking? What are you thinking about?
The one before Nemo?
That there's only been two.
I don't remember the.
And remember,
South Pole
and
stuff.
like something goes wrong, and then
Yes, and it like the lights flash.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
shake.
uh-huh.
But I mean, Nemo does that too when the volcano.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm all for getting Pixar stuff out of Disneyland.
Yep.
Okay.
I
so-
can agree with that.
They turned it too kiddish is what they did.
Yes.
And this is, I'm sorry, sidebar. Did you know that auction they just had with all that stuff? You know,
Oh
they
yeah.
auctioned off one of the sea serpents that was in
Oh
Oh, cool.
the lagoon.
yeah.
I saw a picture of it and I was like, that's cool.
You mean the That's from Disneyland thing?
Yeah,
my God, yeah.
that whole and they
Richard
it was
Kraft,
one of them
yeah.
because there's once they left one in there.
Yeah.
So in Nemo, if you look very carefully, it's really covered with barnacles and whatnot, but you can see the sea serpent. But they auctioned one
Yeah.
off, and I was like, who would buy that and where would you put it?
Okay, so they're not doing this now because Star Wars is going to go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but when they first announced Star Wars Land's coming, there was that period of time where no one knows where it was, and we had speculation of Star Wars. It was going to be in Tomorrowland, maybe.
I wish.
And I had always thought well, crap. Maybe this is a great opportunity to retheme the submarines to make it look like the undersea from Naboo.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, where the Gungans are.
Yeah.
And I go, that would be really cool.
Haley's
be
saying
really,
you where
really
he lived.
yes.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen.
No.
Clearly. But if
That
they,
would've been cool.
yeah. But I mean, I just think it's important because kids, no matter what's going on, still need to have that experience of going on a
As a
submarine.
kid, I agree with that.
As an adult, I felt no inclination to go last month when we were there.
We didn't ride the
We didn't
line.
even. It wasn't even.
So long.
We didn't even talk about it. It wasn't even.
Shannon won't do it because she gets claustrophobic, so we have to do like the handicap room and just watch the video. Which
I've
is
never
not-
seen that.
Yeah, there's a room, and you just like people in wheelchairs, so you just wheel them into the room, and it's like they're sitting in the submarine, like looking through a porthole.
Do they have that for the Matterhorn?
Yes,
They do?
They do. It's underground. Go down, take a left.
You can watch.
If you've passed the train tracks, you've gone too far.
Gotcha. Okay. I passed the train. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Udi.
Well, I'm going to go to a throwback one.
Ooh. People mover.
No.
Skyway.
On the list, but no.
Rockets.
Nope. You're 3 and out. 1, 2, 3, you're out. Mark?
I'm guessing you say monorail.
No.
Okay.
What?
A throwback.
No, it's a
Star
throwback.
Tours?
No.
It's not there. You
In
mean-
not there anymore.
Inventions?
Well, wait a
No.
minute. I'm talking about. Okay, what is it? I don't know.
Circle Vision.
Barf.
Circle Vision. Yes.
It's Mark's favorite.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
worse than Star
I
Tours.
miss that thing till today.
Yeah.
I miss it.
That's
till
where
today.
Buzz was.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's that building.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I miss that. I mean, for everyone who missed it, I mean, it went out in '97, I think, is when.
So I just
It's
never
been a long
wrote
time,
it.
yeah.
It
You don't
was-
write it. You
No, you
stand
don't write
in
it.
You
You
stand in.
stand
Well,
in
but
it.
I mean, I never got to witness it, and I was almost 10 years old.
Right.
That's messed up. Thanks,
Sponsored
Mom.
by Southwest Bell or something like that. What was that? It was one of the bells.
Yeah, it was. But if
That's a
for
phone
all of
company.
those people who don't know what that was, it was basically a giant room, and I've described it before.
Yep.
You would walk in, and it was screens in a 360 panoramic all the way around you.
Yeah.
And they basically did what they do now for Soarin', but in that manner. So it was like the first iteration of what Soarin' could have been. You're not riding anything; you're just standing there. They had the handrails so you wouldn't fall over.
But
if
it
you
doesn't.
fell.
The room doesn't move.
No, the
But
room
you got motion sickness.
because everything was moving. I mean, the one scene that was how can I put it? The best, or the one that could cause people issue, was when they're going down the Grand Canyon and the rapids.
River, yeah.
And the river and the rapids. And so you're going on
but
a
the
boat.
floor doesn't move.
No, but there's
So it's just a mental.
it's complete. But
Yeah.
they had guide rails you could stand up
yeah, and
against
hold on to them.
because you would. Yeah.
Because you
and
would-
the whole.
it was all the way around. So now you think about YouTube, okay? You know
Okay,
how
so
they
I'm
have
passing stuff, and as it's passing me, it's still on
yeah,
the screen
and then
behind.
yeah,
me.
Yes.
you could turn around and follow it, like look at it all the way behind you.
Oh, I would vomit.
Yeah. A lot of people couldn't
I
handle
would
that,
get
but
so sick.
I loved it. I loved it.
Imagine like Soren being in 360.
How
That's
cool would that be? But I would get sick. Standing, I would get sick. Sitting down's a little bit different, but as long as it's not moving like Star Tours.
Mm-hmm.
If it was moving like Star Tours, I would be done. So
Well, I guess good thing you never went. But yeah, that
bring it back. What if they brought it back?
I'd go.
they won't.
They won't. They can't.
They can't.
Why?
It's too old school now.
Not necessarily.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone's gonna be like, I'd rather go to Soarin' because then I get to fly and move and bank and.
Okay, so sit me in a river raft.
I know, right?
Anyways,
Oh, okay.
Anyway, there we go.
Number two?
I figured I'd go retro.
Okay. Number 2.
I'm gonna finish your wine.
only since it's changed. Pizza Port.
What?
I
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I love the concept now. Now I know you've said that you want to get Pixar out of Disneyland.
Yes.
But that has belonged there since Toy Story came out. It should never have been
Okay.
Pizza Port. Or I'm not sorry. It should never have been
Pizza Port. Isn't it Pizza Planet now?
it's Pizza Planet now. I'm sorry. It should never have been Pizza Port. It should have always been Pizza Planet.
Gotcha. Yes.
And I loved the theming and the concept now. They painted it. It looks better. They've draped like the sign over. It looks like the aliens have taken over.
Yes.
Not saying that the food's great, but it's quick. If you can get a seat, it's quick. You eat, and then you go right to Space Mountain. You're done. Like, it's right there. And so I was very pleased with the ambiance. Mm-hmm. That's the way I'll put it. And they have like slushies in there, like galactic slushies in there now that you can get. And I was, it just for the sake of it should have been there 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
That's where it should have been, and that's how it should have always been. I'm glad that they've finally done it, so I feel like we need to pay respect to it.
Okay. Little surprised, but okay.
I'm a little taken off by that.
I know, right? I'm like, what?
It's always belonged there. And for
Okay.
it to now finally be there, I feel like we need to give it because it's not going to be there forever.
True.
It's going to get blown up unless they find gas tanks underneath. And then, yeah.
Okay. Number 2 thing that I think is important about Tomorrowland and you can't miss is obviously clearly it's going to be Space Mountain that I wrote down. I wrote down that it was iconic. Something I definitely don't miss on any trip.
Just missed it the last trip.
I don't necessarily care for Ghost Galaxy.
Really?
I mean, it doesn't do. I mean, I like the original.
Can I tell you why Ghost Galaxy means a lot to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's exactly when I got hired. So when I got hired on and I was doing all my training, you know how you hear the ghost outside? Like
Yeah.
you still hear the sounds?
Yeah.
I would hear that every day.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it's just kind of like a...
Well, then I like
It's like
it.
a flash. Thank you. It's like a flashback. I don't
Right.
know. It means more to me because that's when I was training and learning and just getting to that Disney like life. That was it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Space Mountain.
No.
So it was, yeah.
So again, it's one of those things that continually commands big lines, big wait times, and like I said, we got pushed back to 9:30, and we got them earlier in the day.
That's crazy.
And we didn't go on it, and that's what led us to Incredicoaster. But we went on it the day before, or the same day,
Yeah,
the
we
day
haven't
before.
rode it. I
Day
haven't
before.
rode it the
Yeah,
past
the
two
day
trips.
before. And I just think it's something that you just gotta make sure you.
Oh, you have to
Yeah,
ride it.
yeah. So it's.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Woody.
I'm gonna go with the monorail. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see the eye roll?
I did.
Why? Why would you eye roll
She's not
the
impressed.
monorail?
She's not impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only one
Okay,
rail.
okay.
If it was called a dual rail, she'd be into it.
So it'd just be a train then. Okay, you understand why the monorail, no?
I understand.
Okay. Then why'd you give me the eye roll?
Because it was fun.
Okay. I'm glad you're having a good time. So, no, the monorail, I mean, you look at it historically, it is a historic landmark, really.
Yeah.
And I think it makes the park very unique. And one of the things that I enjoyed doing our last trip was riding in on the monorail.
That's fun.
It is fun.
And
I don't like riding out.
Yeah, riding in.
I like riding in.
Riding in was
don't like riding out.
fantastic. And I had never, ever, ever done that. Ever.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I'd never done it.
Oh.
Because the way everything worked out, every trip I've ever been on, it would not have been feasible.
Okay.
That's why I made an effort this time because of where we were. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to ride it in now.
Yeah.
That's why I got up early. I'm like, okay, Mark, well, I'm out because I'm going to go ride it in. If you want to catch up, we can be, you're more than welcome, but I'm going to go ride it in.
Right.
And I wanted to ride in and get there as close to, opening time as I could, and I did. I was in the park at 8:10.
Impeccable timing. I'm really just trying to bother you.
Yeah, I know, and you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Anyway, so, the monorail, ride it. I mean, there's no air conditioning, so they will shut it down if it's too hot.
Which blows me away. I
I
have
know.
never in my life heard that before until this trip when it happened with you.
Yes.
I've never heard that.
No,
You don't think about it.
They must have had somebody complain,
Yeah, probably.
heat stroke or something like
Yeah.
that, and
Right.
threatened a
Yeah.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
They must have.
Yeah.
I've never heard
Because
that.
I've ridden it tons of times when it's been hot in there, and all I did was drop the window down.
They
and let some
always
air in.
just
Yeah.
drop the windows.
Yeah. But anyway, so I mean, yeah, if you've never ridden it, go ride it. If you can ride it into the park, it is a very unique experience to ride into the park because it is a long route in because you're basically going all the way around and then you get dropped off in Tomorrowland. And that ride all the way through, and you
I
get
like riding through Fantasyland.
yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's very awesome.
It makes me happy.
Yep. So, and then anything that you have a bird's eye view of the park, whenever you can attain that or do that, anytime for anything,
Yeah.
you get a bird's eye view of the park, do it because it really kind of gives you a good. That's why Skyway is so near and dear because it gives you such a look at the volume of the park and how much goes into it, and you really get an appreciation. It's hard when you're in the forest to appreciate all the trees until you're above the forest. Then you can look at this expanse of it, and you're like, holy crap, that's amazing.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Good. Jess?
No more eye roll. Now I'm going to eye roll you, but it
I'm
won't
not
work.
going to eye roll you.
I'm going to do it
I
to
just
you.
did it once.
Mm-hmm. She's going to do it again.
So this is gonna sound weird.
Okay, here we go.
Storybook.
The plants.
Oh.
No, I'm good with you. That's not weird.
Every single plant, because you can eat every single one that you walk into. Not saying that you should. At all. Please do not. But I feel like it's something that you can like go through and like depict like what is this, or see like strawberries, or see like I don't know, basil or oregano. See things that anything that you can eat. And I'm glad that they've kept up with that, and I hope that when they do the remake or the remodel that they still keep doing that.
Yeah.
If they take that away, I feel like that's something they shouldn't take away.
I agree.
I agree.
They have to incorporate that into whatever they do for.
I feel like they need to.
Yeah, I agree.
So
it's weird that you can eat the plants, but you can't eat the pizza at Pizza Board.
yeah, don't eat the cheese.
Yeah, that's weird. So would you rather have that green foliage or a slice of pepperoni pizza?
Pepperoni pizza. Cheeseburger, no. Pepperoni, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the plants. I think that that's something that people. How many people walk by all those plants every day and have absolutely no idea
I know.
that you can eat those?
Millions of people have done
Nobody.
that.
They just use them as a trash receptacle. They do.
They do, and that's why I'm saying please don't eat them or let your children pee in them. Like,
don't.
please don't do that.
Have you ever seen that?
I've seen things.
Okay. We'll end that.
Wow.
I've seen some stuff, man.
Wow.
I've seen some stuff, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fine.
The next thing I have is when you're there, just again, I'm going to actually kind of go back to the submarine thing. It's just the submarine lagoon.
I do love the lagoon.
It's beautiful.
Especially at night.
Is it better at night, Jess?
It's better at night.
Okay.
It's so pretty.
It is so it's spectacular. It's again unique with the Matterhorn there and the backdrop and just the lights, and it's one of those. I'm dating myself to say it's a Kodak picture spot, but it is one of those picture
really
spots.
Is.
Yeah.
You get the seagulls on your right saying mine, and then on your left you get the roar of the abominable snowman.
I'm so
of
scared.
Harold.
Actually, I'm scared to even bring that up right now.
I just put him on a coaster.
Yeah.
I did. He's going to be your coaster for when you come.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So when you guys come, I'm going to have coasters here, and then. Yeah, I don't have yours yet, but you have an abominable snowman.
Oh, awesome! Thank you so much.
Color me surprised.
Okay. Udi?
So rude. I wasn't going to do Star Wars because that stuff's not allowed in my house. Anyways.
Okay.
Which will surprise you with my next number. Go ahead.
I'm going to go with Path of the Jedi.
It's not there
Speaking
anymore.
of Star Wars.
It's not even there.
I know,
It's
but...
not there anymore. What's there now, Udi? Pop quiz.
Oh, what was it? Nothing now.
Nope, that's a lie. Pop quiz. What's there?
It was Ant-Man and Wasp, but that's gone now, too.
What's there now?
Nothing.
Is it Pixar shorts?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it?
Oh,
okay.
I know, and I was so bummed that we missed that because I love all the Pixar shorts, and I thought that would have been super fun to go see.
That would have been fun.
That would have been fun.
But anyway, I went there. I wasn't going to put Path of the Jedi because you started ranting off about Star Wars. So I'm like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, but
How about
Path
that?
of Jedi.
Mark, you understand why I said Path of the Jedi.
I understand exactly why you said it.
But you can't go there now, so pick something else.
No, I will not. I'm going to stay with Path of the Jedi. And the reason why is because it actually fit in the land. I mean, they got rid of Captain EO, which actually...
They shouldn't have done that.
Oh, gee.
Captain EO, okay.
Got rid of, brought back.
Captain EO, I would actually like it if they brought it back.
Again.
Yeah.
Again. You don't like it, Mark?
No.
Why? Does it make you sick?
It doesn't make me... You don't mean Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
No. Captain
EO. With Michael
It doesn't make me
Jackson.
sick. It just makes me feel stupid. I don't like
Why?
it. It was... the concept was
so
dumb.
good.
It was
To me...
No. When it
Okay.
came out, it was fantastic.
Hold on.
Wait.
I'm stepping in.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me get my drink. Hold on.
Okay. You've watched Michael Jackson music videos,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Every video he does is not a video. It's a freaking story.
Mm-hmm.
From start, like there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end.
Is
There's
it,
like-
Jess, would you dare to say it's a musical journey?
Oh, F yes.
F means fun.
Michael Jackson's my man. Like, I love Michael Jackson.
I thought The Rock was your man. If you had to go to the park with The Rock or Michael Jackson. Or no. Yeah, those two.
No.
I was going to say, are you going to say Nathan? 'Cause
No, I
it
was
would
going to say
be
Johnny
Nathan.
Depp. No, but we're talking about The Rock or Michael Jackson because that's
The Rock. That
Rock.
one's easy. That one's easy.
Only because I want to take a picture with him on Splash Mountain with him doing this.
Really?
Oh God, yeah. Have you seen that picture? He takes up like the whole damn boat by himself.
He's a big man.
He's a beast.
He's a big
With
man.
him, but Michael's it's a journey. But every video, so going into Captain EO, I loved because I never saw it the first time around.
Okay.
It was there and gone.
Uh-huh.
When I worked there, that's when he died. That's when they brought it back. So when they brought it back, we were the test dummies to sit in, and they were changing the bouncing, like to go with the music and doing other. And then it was like we wrote it like 15 times in a row.
Okay.
And I was nauseous beyond belief. And it was like too much, too little, too much, too little. And then they would like change it, and you just kept going. But when I actually wrote it as like a guest, you walk through the queue and you watch the video of them rehearsing, and you watch the video of like George Lucas talking to them about how they're gonna do things, and like the characters, the puppets and the Muppets, the things that are like that they're doing, and then you go in and you actually experience it. It's a complete journey. That you did nail it, and that's something that I wish maybe kids wouldn't really care for it,
Not
but
now.
the parents would leave their children outside to go in and watch this and experience it over and over again. It was something that I'm glad I got to experience before they got rid of it again. But I would second that. I wish they'd bring it back.
Okay.
It was so good. A little weird, but it's Michael, which explains it. And George Lucas, which explains it.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
So Path of the Jedi, I guess. Moving on.
Okay.
I think. Well, you get
What
two in a,
if it was
you
called?
get two in a row now.
What if they
but-
did it for this year called Path of the Last Jedi?
He wouldn't go see it.
I wouldn't go.
Nope.
Okay.
One of my favorite stores, Starcade.
Yeah.
It was a hold
Up top.
on, hold
no,
on,
up top.
hold
I don't
on.
care. I'm good with it.
So what's going on now is Udi's trying to give a high five. It is
And she
not.
won't.
It is met with refusal.
Yes.
Okay, which is very rare in society to just see the high five just like
Rejected.
denied, rejected. The fist bump is
Nope.
also being rejected.
I'm
Rejected.
gonna leave it here until you bump it.
Leave it. I liked the store before it was completely Star Wars.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. When it was more Tomorrowland, more futuristic stuff. It wasn't just boom, Han Solo, here's Darth Vader, I'm your father, Yoda. Do.
There you go.
Okay.
I agree with you.
So-
No, I agree with you completely.
But that store, it's just something about, and I always liked coming, and I do not like Star Tours, and that will be on my bottom 3, but coming out of Star Tours and into the store.
Yeah.
Because that point in time, you came out of Star Tours, it was boom, Star Wars stuff. And then
And
you
then
walked
you-
out of that room and it was Tomorrowland stuff. You know, not just boom in your face. Here's an AT-AT tank top.
You
Bill
have
Joel
one?
lightsaber.
I have one. Has a chocolate stain.
No, no.
It was from my Jack Jack Yum Yum cookie.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
that makes sense then.
I didn't know it was there until I took a picture with Nathan and Shannon pointed it out. It was very embarrassing.
Oh. Okay.
A chocolate stain on a white shirt. Anyways, yes. So that is mine
Okay.
because it was just it was a cool store, and then you could go through to the Starcade,
Yes.
or I'm sorry, to the arcade, not the
Okay.
Starcade.
Starcade.
But you know,
Let's go to arcade. Yeah.
It was, yeah.
because it was all connected.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I never went in there.
I guess my number 4 one is close to my number 3 one because I wrote monorail station, and I think what I meant by that is I enjoy going on the monorail from there as well. I like going either on from there or doing like a round trip. I think the round trip is nice just to throw in there because I remember when you have kids and they're younger, it's a nice thing just to get them off.
Do you remember when they would not let you
Do a round trip?
do a round trip?
No.
Because I remember that when that first, like when that whole downtown Disney area opened up and that was what they were doing, that's how we would go. But you couldn't ride around. They would not physically, they wouldn't pick you up a movie, but you had to get off, go down, get back in line, and then come back and get on.
Oh.
And that was
interesting.
back when, I remember that.
Interesting.
That time. But
Well,
that
I'm
was,
glad they've changed that.
so I didn't know they did. So you can sit and ride it all the way around?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that they would do that anymore.
But I think what I was getting at was that when you're up there on the station, you get a really nice view of the lagoon and the Matterhorn. And at night, it's also really, really cool. Check that out. So I think that's something that you should do when you go to the park is if it's really busy and congested, just walk up that ramp and look up there. Just take a couple minutes and do that. That's something that's cool. All right. Woody?
Okay, my number 4.
Number 4.
Star Tours.
Ah.
Shocker.
I know, right? I've always liked that ride. I know you guys have issues with that ride for multiple reasons, but Star Tours, it was one of the first ride for me ever that literally got a physical aspect for me other than toys or clothing or merchandise into Star Wars. It was, when it first came out, it was brand new. It was new content. It was new Star Wars stuff, which, by then, everyone was like, what can we get? So to have a physical embodiment walking through, and then the way they make it sound, you're on a tour, and then they have the station as you're going through, like a departure station, and everything they had going on really kind of got you in the entire queue all the way through from, when you walk in and you have the shuttle there with R2 and C-3PO, and they're talking, they're going back and forth, being R2 and C-3PO and doing just what they do. The big board, like the arrival board and departure board and talking.
Do you like that more now than the original Star Tours queue?
I won't say I like it more. They modern it, they advance it because the story has moved forward. So I see why you would have to. I actually, when I went this time, that's the first thing I did when I rode in. I got off and went straight to Star Tours because no one else would really want to ride it with me. So I rode it.
I rode it with you.
But you would have gotten sick. But okay.
But I still do it anyway.
Yeah. You did the last time we went. But anyway, so I rode it and I got the new version with The Last Jedi, which was kind of cool, but kind of like, I had that bitter, sweet thing because aspects of the new story arc are good, and then just The Last Jedi leaving just a horrible, horrible taste in my mouth. But they had to. So I don't necessarily think it's better than the old one. It's different and just as good, I think. And I'm glad they kind of brought it up today because you kind of need to. I mean, it's going to go away. I mean, I think we can all agree that once Galaxy's Edge pops open and then they figure out what's going to happen on DCA for Marvel Land, it's going to go away.
It's going to be Iron Man.
It's going to be Iron Man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think when that happens, so it'll go dark and it'll be kind of a passing of an era, I think. But, yeah, Star Tours. For
cool.
Sure.
It'll be so nauseous. I'll do it, though, because I have to. But it's going to make me very sick.
Yeah.
Why do you have to?
When they change it to Iron Man?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I have to.
Sure. Okay, last thing. What?
I don't have a last one.
What?
It's Tomorrowland. Do you know how hard it was for me to come up with 4?
Okay.
Literally don't. The only thing I can sit and tell you that I would even think about doing would be the Interventions building, clearly for the history. And at that point, you can't even really get the vibe of the history because the rooms don't rotate anymore. You're not going into a room, letting it spin around, and then go to a next door and continue on. That would be the only thing that I could tell you because, again, I believe it's going to be gone.
Yeah, it should be gone.
I agree.
It's going to be. And I can't even tell you what's on top anymore. I know that it's the Marvel stuff.
Is it?
I think. I don't know.
It's closed off, I think.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Which is a disgrace.
Yeah.
But they still let people over for that firework seating. They're still selling tickets for, which I don't know how it's still going.
I don't
because
know.
it's not a great view. But anyways, that would be my 5th and bottom thing that I could say because I still don't think it's worth even mentioning.
No.
One thing I wanted to add about that is that when they tear that down, they're going to tear down a piece of history because the only thing that's left, well, there's two things, probably 3 things left from the Skyway, and 2 of them are in Tomorrowland. And one is that the Tomorrowland station was elevated and the staircase going on and off is still there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's right above.
Oh, yeah.
We
It's
went
right
over
above the
and
bathroom.
We were talking about that. Yeah,
It's right above the bathroom and then to the
You
left.
called that out, yeah.
Yeah, so that's still there.
So that's going to be gone.
Yeah, they have to tear that out. I think if they're going to redo that.
Yeah.
And then behind that buried is a 30-ton weight. 30-ton weight, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the way those things operated was the Fantasyland side had the big generator which pulled everything.
Okay.
But to counterbalance the weight, the 30-ton weight was on.
It's still sitting there.
They can't move that thing.
Well, they're going to have to.
No, it's buried. Or
it's buried?
It's under like foliage right now. I don't know what they're going to do.
They'll
with
leave it then.
Yeah.
They'll be able to disguise it.
It depends on what they may cut it. I mean, you could cut it up into manageable pieces and get rid of it.
Yeah. 3 10-ton weights.
Yep.
Anyways.
I could carry those.
Yeah, there you go.
I got you.
My last thing is I'm going to regret saying this, but I'm throwing this because my daughters love this, and this is Autopia at Night.
Really?
Yes, this is they love pirates, but this is their thing. Autopia at Night.
Okay.
I mean, like if this thing is not running, they probably wouldn't go. And I go, you guys.
No, you're kidding.
No, I'm not. I'm not
need to have
kidding.
a talk
Okay,
with
now
them.
I'm gonna hit up Annika about that because I'm
ask
gonna be
her.
like, I will.
I need to
Next
have a
time I
talk
see her, I'm
with
gonna be like, really?
Well, last day is tomorrow.
Okay, I'm not gonna see her then. Never
Okay,
mind.
but
Really?
yeah,
They won't. Really?
they love Autopia at Night. That's essential for them.
Do they ride separately or together?
They ride separate.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I go on it reluctantly, and I always get my shins cut open and bruised, and which is fine. But I think it's kind of cool to go back there and just putt
Well,
around
it's cool.
because you get to see those things like the old motorboat cruise stuff, which I like, which you can see from the monorail. All those things. I would love to walk around back there, but they will never let me.
I would let you.
Okay. Oh, well, maybe next time you work there.
I'll try.
Okay.
Next time. There
So
will be
I'm
next
saying that Autopia at Night. All right.
time. Okay.
And then so my fifth, space.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. Everyone, I mean, you
We
say
all know.
space, yeah, and you're like, okay. I mean, there's no real. Every iteration of space has been fantastic.
Fantastic.
Some are better than others, true, but overall, the ride at its core is fantastic. In the dark, running around, music going, everything that
Your eyes are watery.
Yeah, you're like, oh, and
Such a good ride.
you're not going super fast, but because it's dark, you feel like you're going a million miles faster than you really are. And I think that
Still pretty quick though with the
I know,
lights on.
It is.
It's still pretty quick.
But the thing is that is what I love about the ride is that it screws with your senses overall.
Definitely.
And anytime you have an attraction that can do that, I appreciate because you're like, okay, I got to ask about Secrets of the Empire.
Yes.
And I loved it because it does mess with your senses overall. It puts you completely at a sensory level in a different place. And that's what I appreciate about it. So, I mean, space is fantastic. You have to ride space. If you don't ride space, you're missing out.
You're missing out. Okay. Yep, absolutely correct on that. All right, let's go to the down.
The one.
Lead us off.
You ready?
Yes.
Star Tours.
No.
No?
The rockets.
Okay.
Astrojets, yeah.
Okay.
Or Astro Orbiters, I mean.
Yes, I feel like they are misplaced. They do not belong where they are. And the rockets aren't big enough.
Yes.
I don't like how tight fitting it is for me. And I'm not a big person.
No.
So I can go without that every time.
I haven't ridden those in, I think, since they were up there.
Which is where they belong.
Yep.
And I would ride them and be uncomfortable doing it because they always say you're so high up.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. 1 billion. 1 billion.
Absolutely. And plus where they are is ridiculous,
It's,
right?
it's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
Where would you put them?
Funnel O Death.
No, back
where they
were.
belong.
On
Up
the
there.
top?
Yep.
Yeah.
Their original spot was elsewhere, though. Crap. I think, man, shoot, forget it. The fact that they were on the roof was like 1967 thing. Prior to that, they were on the ground somewhere in the
Yeah.
back.
No, that
Yeah.
should be up on the roof.
Absolutely. Okay. My first thing that I don't like about Tomorrowland is Star Tours. I don't like anything about it whatsoever. I know you guys love it. Udi loves it, and it's jammed all the time. It's like about funnel of death. It's like a funnel of nausea for me.
Yeah.
I don't mind the theming. I think the theming is cool and what they're trying to do. It does not do anything positive for me. And like I said, I get the 3 times I've been in line for that, I just get sweaty and anxious. Like, okay,
Nervous.
I get way too nervous. Anyway, so I'm glad it's going to be gone in a couple of years. So that's the first thing I don't like about Tomorrowland.
But what happens when it becomes Iron Man?
He'll have to ride it.
I'll try it, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with Tomorrowland Terrace.
It's on my list too.
Yeah,
Is it?
because I mean,
gosh, yeah.
it is a huge footprint, and they give you nothing good. Nothing good.
It's so much space.
Yeah.
So much.
Well,
so
space
much
is the theme of Tomorrowland.
No pun intended.
Okay.
Hello, kitty.
But yeah, I mean, you think about it. What food is good there? I've never had anything good there at all, ever.
The girls have. They've had the light side and dark side drinks.
Okay, was that it? But a drink? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but overall, I mean, it takes a lot of space. I mean, when they have the Jedi Academy it's always fun because I like that because it's cool to watch kids enjoy that. You know what I mean?
Super cute.
It is.
It is. And then they do.
Udi wanted to do it last time too.
I kind of wanted to. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, that is the only positive. But other than that, there's no positive for in my opinion, for there. They need to, like, if they're going to do a quick service, which is fine.
That's in fact, you were on that trip. That was when we.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually the day we went on Star Tours all together, I think.
Oh, yeah, and then I got sick.
Yeah.
I like how the guy in the background's posing. Have you ever noticed that?
I don't know. Like,
Look
who
at
is
him.
that guy?
He's just posing because you were taking a picture.
Oh, he was.
Photobomb.
I'm gonna find him and beat him.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, I think that needs to be redone, like from the core, and redo that entire menu and make it work.
What, Star Tours? Yes.
No.
Oh.
No.
Tomorrowland Terrace.
Tomorrowland
Yeah,
Terrace.
no, that definitely needs to be redone because they could do so much with it.
They can make it a giant Starbucks.
Dude.
No.
They could make it to where, oh my gosh, and what is the name of the restaurant?
McDonald's?
Yeah, that one. In DCA next to Soarin', the Galactic Grill.
Taste Pat's Grill.
That one, okay.
No, Smoke Jumper's Grill.
Okay.
Smoke Jumper.
You go in and you order, you used to before they changed it. You would order on a computer and then go up and pay.
Yes.
They should do that over there. It's Tomorrowland. Like, it's the land of the future. You should not be talking to a human being. You should be ordering things and then just going up to the counter and getting
Agreed.
it.
Agreed.
That's what they should be doing.
Okay.
Anyways.
Good answer.
Thank you. Udi.
You.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Star Tours.
Oh, okay.
Only because I like the concept. Don't get me wrong. And I don't hate it because it's Star Wars. I would hate it if it was Snow White because it would make me sick.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not the theming that gets me. It's the design of the attraction that I avoid.
Yes, I understand.
I will do it when it's Iron Man,
yeah.
but I can't say I'll do it more than once. If they can make it to where it's not 3D goggles, it'll help me a lot because it's the 3D glasses that throw me off.
Oh, true.
The glasses are what mess me up. I can't do a 3D movie just sitting in a theater because it makes me sick.
Gotcha. And I'm with you on that.
So if they can do it to where I'm not like Soarin', if they can do it to like Soarin', where it's not 3D, and I get the idea that it wants to be like in your face, popping out in front of you, I get it. But if they can do it without it, I won't complain about it as much because it won't get to me because it doesn't mess with my equilibrium as much.
Yeah, and I'll say with Soarin' and Space, both those have a high tendency to knock me out of my system, my solar system.
Soarin' does too?
A little bit it does. It gets me off that. But what those two things do is that they blow air in me, on my face, and that helps me a lot. Like Space Mountain, you would think I'd get sick on it, but there's just not enough time for me to get sick. I didn't know what's going on, but I just know that cold air is blowing on me, and that helps.
And it helps.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Got you on that.
So,
Good answers. So for my second thing, I actually just wrote food. I think overall, Tomorrowland sucks with food.
Yeah.
They could be doing. I mean, I think.
What about the plants?
Yes, eat the plants. What was I going to say? I do like the idea of Pizza Planet being there, and even though I actually haven't had the pizza, I do like the concept because I think it's kind of cool that they're doing that. But like Udi said, they could be doing a whole lot more with what they're doing.
Even for quick service, they could do way better than what they do. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe they need to have a more elegant sit-down restaurant there.
And I don't think it's going to be a focus, and I don't think it's going to be, rephrase, I don't think it's going to be a focus when they do the remodel. They're going to get a big new restaurant, fancy restaurant in Fantasyland. I think that's going to be the focus. I don't think they're going to give us another nice sit-down one.
Oh, you think we can Be Our Guest?
No, it's already been. They've already stated that's happening.
Oh.
At least what I've read.
Okay.
They were going to Be Our Guest. And that's going to be a huge... I mean, think about the size of that castle that they have to build. It's going to be such a big focal point. I don't think they're going to put more thought and effort into a nice, fancy restaurant in Tomorrowland.
I can definitely see that. I just think but let's see where the cards fall after they pull out all the Star Wars stuff and then give us a theme of what's going to happen. And then let's see what they come up with.
I hope they give us... I would love another restaurant. That's all we do is eat when we go. I would love another restaurant.
Yeah.
That does not sell alcohol. Let's get that...
Sure.
Right.
I'm down with you on
Right
that.
now. Yep.
Sorry, Jay.
No booze. Sorry, Jay. No booze.
But no, I mean, I'm just very curious to see what... I mean, I'm going to be paying... Of course, I'm going to be paying attention to all that. But I would like to see something more inspired than a hamburger and French fries and chicken nuggets and
Well,
stuff.
it's the same thing you get the Golden Horseshoe.
Yeah, but there's
Or the
there's
Hungry
but
Bear.
there's
They
some,
do it better.
They do
I
it better.
feel
There's
like
some
they
there's
do
some
it
style
better.
there.
Yeah,
There's some class.
yeah.
I feel like there's nothing.
Yeah,
in
the
this.
presentation, the food
It's
quality
just
is
thrown
is
together.
way better. Yeah, over there, I mean, at Tomorrowland Terrace, it feels like it's all kind of like a slap together. Like here you go, and out you go. When you go to a Golden Horseshoe, it's not like that.
It's the way of the future.
Yes. Okay, Udi.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with and it's kind of a tough one, but the submarines, and it has to do with the retheme. I enjoyed the original theme much more, and like we were talking about it earlier, yeah, we didn't even look at it when we went. They were like, no, like it doesn't draw me in. It went way too kiddish. I mean, I understand why they did it. I understand. I mean, it fit like, hey, Nemo.
It's
Underwater,
so cute.
it is, and I've been on it, and it's fine. But me as an adult, like I'm like meh. I mean, having the lagoon though is gorgeous. I mean,
beautiful.
so it is such a double-edged sword with that one because you're like the attraction itself, the actual ride you go into is very meh for me, very like I don't care.
Right.
But when you come out and you look at the lagoon, or when you're looking at it from the monorail, oh
Yes.
my God, it is gorgeous. It
Yes.
is gorgeous to look at. I mean, you pause and you want to look at the water and everything, and
You
all
do.
the movement and everything is fantastic. But when you get, you crawl down, you get into the submarine, and you go off, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. So yeah, it is a double-edged sword for me for that one, but yeah, I'm gonna have to put on my
Okay.
Don't bottom.
do?
Yeah.
Don't do.
I mean, maybe if you haven't done it before, then yeah, go once. But
I feel like it's something you should do once.
no, you should. You should do it at least once. But after that, it becomes very much I can pass and feel just fine with not going on it, and which I haven't been on it in
Fair enough.
a decade probably. Well, no. When did they do the retheme?
It
Oh,
hasn't
so long
been.
ago.
It hasn't been 10 years.
Yeah, no.
No?
No, it was a year or two after they did the retheme. I think it went on it, and that was it. Because I was like, okay, let's look at the retheme, and I was like, yeah, no.
Okay.
Because before that, it was a must do for me. Like you have to ride submarines because of that. Like where else are you going to ride a submarine?
You're not.
You're not.
2007.
Okay, so yeah, it was
is 11 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah,
2 days after I graduated.
well, there you go. So it might have been around that time. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know.
Say what?
Alrighty.
All right, so the last item, then we can move on to our listeners.
Oh, Lord, I forgot about them. Sorry, guys.
We'll get there.
The Funnel of Death.
Okay.
That entrance is by far one of the worst designs I can ever think of. It wasn't always that way.
No.
When they moved the rockets, that's what did it.
Yeah.
It's,
98.
I would say, 10 times worse than Adventureland. Like, walking through there.
Yep.
It's awful.
It's awful.
I avoid it at all costs. If I can. If I need to make my way somewhere, there's always beeline it, go to the right of the castle, go, right at the before the Matterhorn and go that way. Because it's just awful. It's an awful experience. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay. I'm guessing it's awful for you?
It's awful.
Okay. Okay. For me, the biggest downside for me, I mean, I guess this kind of piggybacks on what Jess was saying, but that's just the lack of theming and just general concrete. To me, it's just, I find it completely unappealing and uninspiring.
Yeah.
It would, if I was on the Imagineering design team in 98 and they said, okay, this is what we're doing, I would have said, well, why are we doing this? Why are we keeping this all slate? We have a chance to redo it, make it green, make it have some more water. I don't like the theming at all in Tomorrowland. It's kind of like a hodgepodge of, we don't know what we're doing, but thank God Star Wars is around, because this is going to carry us for, from 85 to current. Otherwise, we have no idea what we're doing, which just sounds like it to me. We have no idea what we're doing. And we've got exposed people mover tracks that people always have theories about and ask about. Why are those still there? What was up there? Can I go up there? And then you got to deal with that nonsense. And it's just, you guys need to just shut that thing down and get some cohesive theming. And I just, as Jess said, if you need to go through Tomorrowland, just don't go through the Funnel of Death. Go around the other way and come do the Sneaky Pete way. Go back in.
Agreed.
Or, do what Udi did and just kick the monorail in from downtown Disney, and you can just go that way.
We still need to make T-shirts that say Funnel of Death.
Yeah, I got to get a design for that. Okay.
Okay. Can you guess what my
Last
one is?
My phone's going to die.
No.
One thing that's never brought up is Buzz Lightyear, but I don't think you have...
I love Buzz.
I'm fine with Buzz. No.
The fact there's no people mover. Is that what it is?
No.
Autopia.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's a classic.
No,
You can't say that.
I can and I will.
Oh.
I will. It is Autopia. And okay, and
Change
here
your
and
answer.
here is why. Here is why. I've said it. No. Wait for it. Okay. It is a classic. So it gets props for being a classic. Absolutely. But here's the main issue with Autopia, and I've said it before. They just went through, a year, 2 years ago now? And redid it, right?
Yes.
And I'm doing the air quote,
Honda,
redid it.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything. Okay?
They did a lot.
No, they didn't. They
New shells
They
on the
put
car.
the new shells on the car and put new signage up, and you're done.
Yeah.
And they put Osimo.
Osimo's around there.
Okay, and so again,
That's awesome, though.
that's new theming. So some new theming. But what I'm trying to say is that they missed a golden opportunity to truly represent Tomorrowland. Now, I've said it before. That's my main gripe with Autopia. Make it electric. Make it really something to teach. This is the way we should go. Petroleum, I'm not even going to go real world now and have the argument versus gas
don't do that.
and electric. It doesn't even matter.
But hybrid.
Or hybrid or whatever. Any way you cut it, they missed a golden opportunity to make that really, truly a Tomorrowland attraction. They didn't. They just reskinned it and called it a day.
Yep.
And to me, it was very lazy and missed of an opportunity to make it really cool. They could have actually spent good money and could have had Honda push the electric car and really go for the future and have sustainable energy type ideas, which at the beginning of the concept of Tomorrowland, we've said it before, is the land of tomorrow. We're not there. We're behind it now. That's the land of yesterday now. And so that's what it needs to happen, is they need to do that. So that's why Autopia, to me, golden, pristine, bright, shiny star could have been a great thing to cement Tomorrowland, and
No.
not even like they just glazed over it like it was nothing. So, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
And can we get like a banked curve? Right?
Yeah. Let's go freaking...
Or an off-roading version.
Radiator
Be kinda
Springs,
fun.
man.
Heck yeah. Okay. Nice. That was us.
That was us. All right, I'm going to get through as many as I can. My phone is dying.
On Facebook or Instagram?
I'm going to go Facebook.
Okay.
There's a plug-in,
Yeah, I
a
see that,
charging
but-
device.
Okay, who's our first listener?
So our first one is, so I posted, what we posted on Instagram, the whole
Yeah.
description. My roommate, when I worked in Disneyland, she worked in Tomorrowland, and she goes, only the best land. Like, duh. And so I was like, all right. She didn't say anything else, but that was all she said. I thought it was funny. So Dan said, hashtag make Tomorrowland great again. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So 5 up. Space Mountain.
Yep.
Buzz Lightyear.
Okay.
People Mover, when it was there.
Mm-hmm.
Astro Orbiters. Submarine.
Okay.
3 down. Autopia. Tomorrowland Terrace.
Okay.
Star Tours. I used to like it before all the new episodes.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, I get that.
So that's my 5 up and 3 down. I agree wholeheartedly that Tomorrowland needs a major, major upgrade. Hopefully it will come after that Star Wars thing opens up in the new whatchamacallit land.
Yeah, there you go. No, it's funny he mentioned Tomorrowland Terrace, too. That's interesting. Okay.
And then Seth said 5 up. Space Mountain, all versions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Star Tours, even if it makes me sick. The churro stand under the old track.
Yeah, see, Jay's going to say no to that.
I know.
And I agree with Jay.
Do you?
I think churros only belong in Frontierland.
Oh, no. If I can get a churro anywhere, I'm happy. But I don't like the placement because it gets in the way.
Okay.
But Finding Nemo, my daughter loves it.
Well, yeah. Okay.
3 down. Trying to walk from Main Street to Space Mountain to too small a space for that many people.
To go to where?
From Main Street to space.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
2, Autopia. I know it's a staple, but it takes up way too much space. They could put something worthwhile there. Maybe Tron Coaster? 3, Star Wars Launch Bay. I know I have it on both lists, but the main problem I have with it is that it's a huge space and it's not used efficiently. But effectively, you could put the character meet and greet in the old arcade and use that whole building for something that needs that much space.
That was actually number 4 on my down.
Launch Bay?
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I like the memorabilia, I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
Yeah.
It is a waste of a building.
Yeah.
It really, really is. I mean, cool and all. The Star Wars geek in me loves it. But the Disney enthusiast goes, meh. Like, no.
No.
And especially knowing what was there before.
Sure.
And growing up, going to that. I mean, that was a staple for me to go in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't go in there, it was not a ride. It was not a trip to the park. So
you mean America Sings or Carousel of
America
Progress?
Sings.
Okay.
America Sings.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if we didn't do that, it was like it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
So knowing what is there now versus what we had in the past, is a massive. I couldn't agree with that more.
I think they missed a great opportunity for the 60th anniversary to use that showroom as like, okay, here are some highlights from us from the past 60 years. Here's an original Mr. Toad car. Here's a ticket booth. Here's all these interactive information. Don't you think that would have been cool if they had done that?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I would have spent a lot of time in there.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
But
yeah, there's a lot of people who are Disney type historians or love the history.
Absolutely.
And they would have, that would have gotten a lot of people in there. I know I would have spent a lot of time in there.
Yeah, right. Okay. Who else do we have there?
All right. That's all for Facebook.
Okay.
We're moving on to Instagram.
Okay.
So Randy, who was one of our first place winners last week, this is what she had to say. I'm the minority that loves Tomorrowland as it is.
Okay.
It's part of the park that takes me back to the 80s and before.
Oh, okay.
Ironically. My wish is that the rockets go back above the people mover.
Yes.
They fix the people mover.
Yes.
Then she commented again and said, and the Skyway comes back. About all as likely as unicorns walking the earth.
True.
Then Kevin said...
I like her answers. I mean,
do too.
it's just, but it's just nostalgic for her.
It is. And I understand that.
No, I understand it too. I am with her with that. I wish we could get Skyway back. We can't. People Mover would be the more likely of the two to come. Well, yeah, absolutely. That would be the only one of the two that could come back to that park. But that's, I don't see that happening either.
No.
I wish they did because I'm right on par with her with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Kevin said, there's a lot wrong with Tomorrowland, from the people mover to interventions, but I think the subs either need a major refurb or need to go away. Hashtag a lot of wasted space. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
So I do agree. I mean, I love Nemo and I love the subs, but it is a lot of space. It's a lot of space.
Yep.
Okay. And then Marcus, he says, I'm afraid Tomorrowland will have to be 3 up and 5 down for me.
Oh, that's fine.
He said, up, Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, not a must, but it's fine, and the submarines.
Oh.
Not because I like the ride. I don't. But the lagoon is beautiful.
Yes.
Especially coming down the stairs from the monorail with a snow-capped Matterhorn behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
It looks like Neverland to me.
Oh.
That's what he says. I can see that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. He would say that. That's what I thought Fantasyland looked like coming from the Skyway through the Matterhorn into Fantasyland.
Yeah,
It looked
agreed.
like Neverland to me.
Oh, yeah. No, you have that feeling for sure.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But that's really well put, Marcus. Cool.
He says, down, the overall look.
Yeah.
Looks like LA freeways with all that dated concrete.
Oh, they should totally graffiti some of that
They
stuff.
should.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It'd be great.
And put some barbed wire fence.
It'd be perfect.
Yeah. Spread garbage everywhere. Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
He said,
No ice.
sad
What if they
reminder.
said that?
No ice.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry guys.
It's okay. He said, sad reminders of what used to be. So the dated concrete. The pizza port and that whole area under Space Mountain. So drab and lifeless.
I agree.
The giant circular theater going to waste since the Carousel of Progress left.
Yep. Launch Bay.
Autopia. So much wasted space. Sensing a theme. And the new Star Tours. I need neither any reminder that The Last Jedi happened, nor a half-hearted commercial for Galaxy's Edge. Honorable mention goes to the hockey pucks.
Hockey pucks.
I like it. Honorable mention goes to the hockey pucks they call burgers at the Terrace or at Galaxy Grill or whatever. Tomorrowland is a second or third day stop on my list. Sad.
Oh, I can't disagree. I mean, I can't agree with him more. He's right on all those things. Lots of wasted space. I still am a proponent of keeping Autopia, but doing what Udi says, change the vehicles around, because I still think it's important for kids to have that connection with something that they can control, other than cellular device.
Yeah.
Okay, very good answers.
Aaron, who we got to hang out with tonight.
Yes, hey Aaron.
Said for Tomorrowland, I'd have to agree with the others in saying it should be 3 up and everything else down. As all LTP listeners know, Tomorrowland definitely isn't great, but it does have a few cool things.
Okay.
Space Mountain, for instance, is my favorite ride at Disneyland. So that would have to be my first up. The line queue was bad in the past, but I'm hopeful the new update has changed that. The second up would be Star Wars Launch Bay, because I like to check out all the Star Wars stuff in there and meet the characters.
Okay.
I also liked when the Launch Bay was the futuristic house you could walk around to. My last up, and I loved that house. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was so cool to walk around and play with it. It was really cool. It was Tomorrowland.
Back then, yeah. And wasn't there that room where that lady would read Peter Pan to you?
I don't remember that.
You could sit in one of the rooms.
Oh, yeah, and you sat on the ship, the
Yeah.
bed ship.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
Yep. And then you could go in and see Osimo, and he would actually watch a show with him. It was really cool.
Yeah.
My last up is the submarines. Even though they are old and run down, Finding Nemo is my favorite Pixar movie, so it's hard not to love the ride. An honorable mention goes to the Buzz ride and the Astro Orbiters. The Buzz ride is fun, but outdated and gets outshined by Midway Mania. And Astro Orbiters gets a mention because I can't wait to take our son on it.
Oh, okay.
The rest of Tomorrowland is pretty lame, and it needs an update.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Good answers, man.
Right? All right. And then the next one is actually Karina.
Okay.
Which is his wife. We got to meet tonight as well. My faves would have to be Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, Astro Blasters, and what used to be Innoventions. My dislikes. Crowds, which are really impacted by how narrow it is. The launch bay, and the general lack of updates. I really miss Innoventions, and there is just so much potential that I would feel like Disney isn't utilizing. That building feels more like a leftovers area now without a clear theme. I can agree with that. Overall, I agree with the LTP crew that Disney really needs to give Tomorrowland so much needed TLC. The vision behind Tomorrowland is awesome, and there's so much potential. Disney just needs to take the potential and run with it instead of letting the area deteriorate. Hashtag make Tomorrowland great again.
Oh, very thorough answer.
Yeah.
Good job there.
And then last but not least
I like
is Joey.
Joey, okay.
5 up. Space Mountain, Star Tours / Star Trader, The People Mover, Old Escalator up to Space Mountain.
No.
And finally, the entire land from 1987 to 1992. So much movement with this. I'm sorry.
What date did you say again?
1987 to 1992.
Did he like that time frame? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So much movement with attractions that it looked like a land of tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 3 down. Abandoned People Mover track.
True.
Food, nothing special,
Right.
but overpriced.
Yeah.
Parade cluster through Stroller Central.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the strollers under the People Mover tracks.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Very good, solid answers. I'm very impressed that we get
Good
those.
job, everybody.
Good
Yeah.
job. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So that's going to wrap up this episode, number 67. 68 will come up in a couple weeks. We've got 5 up and 3 down for just doing DCA in general.
Are you sure you don't want to start and work our way around the land?
We can, sure.
No,
If
it was a joke.
No.
Oh.
No.
That was a joke.
No.
we can do our 5 up and 3 down of the Esplanade
Ooh, yes. I like it.
or downtown Disney. We got to do that.
Yeah, but now it's all
No,
going
you
away.
can't.
Udi
you
said
can't.
no?
No, you can't now.
Okay, if you said no, we
Nothing-
can't do
There's
it.
nothing to do now.
What about 5 up and 3 down on Harbor Boulevard?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that one.
Okay, cool. No, we're going to do whole DCA as a whole the next episode. And then where can people find you, Jess?
Facebook is Jessica Farfan, and our Facebook page, podcast page, is Leaving Today Podcast. 2 words, Leaving Today is 1, podcast is a second word. Please like and subscribe to our page so that we know that you're there and you can get all the updates. And then my Instagram is Storybook Jess, and my Snapchat code is on my Instagram page. Other than that, you can look me up under Jessica Farfan or Jess Farfan and pull it up. That is with 1 S, Jes. I know there's been some confusion with that.
Okay.
People doing 2 S's, so sorry about that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Udi, where can people find you?
You can find me on all of my socials, which are Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. All Hacks Goalie, HAXGOALIE. And then you can also find me on my other show, which is Bad or Bad, with our newest member, Joey Pittman.
All right.
And then, that is Team Bad or Bad on Twitter and on Instagram. And then YouTube channel is Bad or Bad, all one word, and our Facebook page, Bad or Bad, and our own webpage, Bad or Bad.
I'm sensing a bad or bad thing.
There's a Bad or Bad.
I feel like
and
there's
it's
a
about
bad
it.
or
Yeah,
bad
there you go.
All right. You can find me at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com if you want to send me emails that way, or Leaving Today Podcast on Instagram. All right. Until then, let's see. Go to expeditionroasters.com and check out the new coffees they've got out. And there is a new one coming out. I was going to tease it. Pumpkin Spice.
Yes.
Pumpkin King, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's going to be so cool.
And I'm hoping they're taking pre-orders now because I know it's going to be a really good seller for them. And I cannot wait to try this one. It's going to be really good. So go there and enter our code LTP20 for 20% off of your first order. Also, go to tpublic.com, enter Leaving Today podcast or Leaving Today, and you will find like 7 or 8 different styles of shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, all kinds of stuff because you need to drink the Expedition Roasters coffee, right? So why not do an LTP mug? And that's going to be going on sale soon. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Your feedback is really important to us, so leave us something on iTunes. The fact that you guys listen every 2 weeks is incredible to us. We'll keep doing what we're doing. You keep doing what you're doing. And
yes, and thank you, Aaron and Karina, one more time for tonight. We appreciate you.
yes,
Yep.
that was very, very cool to meet you guys, and it's humbling for sure. Let's see. Until then, be good, and see you in the parks.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
I like cake for the 3 of us.
I know. Jessica Aurora Farfan.
No.
What are you doing?
Definitely not.
I've got tacos waiting for me.
Oh, man. Where's my invite? Oh, my God. I'm going to drive my head into this microphone right now.
Too bad you guys aren't sticking around for tacos after this.
I'm so freaking ready.
Let's get going because I got tacos waiting for me.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going. Am I coming over or no?
No.
All right. Temptation is great, though. Temptation is great.
I'm still hungry. I have a full rack of ribs in the fridge.
I'm ready. I got lasagna in the fridge.
In the fridge.
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't made it yet. It's.
Oh, you have to cook it?
I have to cook it.
That takes like 4 hours.
So I look at it, and it's a decent sized steak. 16 cents. Nope.
Let me see it.
Nope.
Let me see it.
You know, if I take it off, it locks and no one can touch it.
That's fine. I'm not going to. You don't have to take it off.
Oh my God. But you
Yeah.
make me hot.
And I don't know why. Why do you? Okay.
Because you are a sarcastic. God, yeah, it's too short, Lee. It's too short.
Short.
It's too short.
Okay, we're back to the news.
Oh, yeah? Okay, hold on. I got to drink more.
Okay.
Drink your. What are you looking at? Don't you even. You keep your hands off my Reese's.
You know how much he likes me? Not very much. Anyway,
As much
okay.
as this wine.
Not very much?
I said not as much as this wine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'll show you my monkeys.
Your what?
My monkeys.
But then when you pet her, she bites you.
Oh, well, that I have no control over.
Why you gotta ruin everything? Wow, these are smaller than I thought.
That's what she said.
No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
Get over it.
I was just asking. I can't ask questions now?
No.
Oh, well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Bam! Oh, what?
My mouth hurts.
And every time I look at it, it makes me cry a little bit on the inside. It really does. No, I will give you one.
You have to give me 2.
Nope.
One from the back.
Drink your alcohol that's way too strong.
Way too strong.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.